Hey, I'm Ian, and you're listening to Crit Out of Luck, the Last Song of Arcadia. Find us on social media at Crit Out of Luck, or join our Discord server to chat all things D&D. Stay cool.
Last we left our heroes, what happened?
What we just did was explore the connection. We checked in with the successors.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All three of them.
Yes, we did.
Casca's got more emotional maturity than we expected at the moment.
And Elijah has less.
We were memeing pretty hard on Casca, to be fair.
We were, for sure. We checked in with Bernard as the Duke.
Then we made the rest of our plan to head out to the plains in like a week.
Mm-hmm.
We were having
Keeplands.
the Keeplands.
Yeah.
Yes, all right. Plains is not for like a month.
That's not for a couple months. That's in the spring.
It's in the spring.
We're heading into winter just starting.
Right. So our plan for the week is we have minor bits and bobs we could accomplish. Kashek had a midnight rendezvous with his parolee, Dworik.
Sure.
Neither warm nor cold.
And
He's
another-
gonna have more than one, to be clear. He's meeting with Dwork.
Mm-hmm.
Clandestinely in the night.
But yeah, so we ended last time after Suri and Hyros went on the bender.
Oh my god! I was like, why
There's a gap here.
we caroused?
I was ozzing for Hyros. I was creating the effect of what he was doing.
Oh wow,
I
we
was
have
supposed to be babysitting me.
And that was more interesting over where...
we have a guy now.
Yeah, you woke up naked in the confession
the
booth,
confessional.
but on the,
Literally naked and
sister
afraid.
side of it.
Yep.
And
You
then-
broke up a marriage? Henri is sleeping with someone?
Yeah. And
Chaos, baby.
Hyros apparently has been sworn a life debt by his own personal Chewbacca.
Klargg.
Yeah, and so I think we just called it as you were leaving the
golden grasshopper?
Yeah, the golden,
Golden
grasshopper.
grasshopper.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, great.
After incurring quite a feat.
Right, because you were hoping to get us to the Canny Shepherd stuff, but we fucked around a little
Which
bit.
is fine.
Which is fine.
Which is
It's
always
great.
like, I'm never mad about
No.
things taking the shape that
Yeah,
they do.
things just kind of happened.
If I recall, yeah, you had about a week before they were set to perform there, and so that's part of what the carousing was to pass that week. So
Sure.
if there's anything else anybody wants to do in the city, you are more than welcome to. But if not, we can get on the road. It's whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. Time's yours.
The only thing I would like to do before we leave is to find a place to procure some alchemist supplies.
Ah, sure. So you make your way back into the sort of the market square, and you ask around a little bit, and you are unanimously pointed in the direction of Twig and Twine.
Have we been here before?
Nah, but I like that name.
Yeah.
You head there, and it is lacks none of the grand square's sort of flamboyance and effervescence. The entire wall, the front facade of the building, it sort of looks like those, when people turn pallets into plant holders.
Yeah.
And so there's like flowers and all sorts of plants and grasses and plant life all up the facade of the building.
Just for flavor's sake, I'm going to have my mask up while I'm around.
Okay. And heading inside, it's very pleasant inside. It's warm and it smells of effervescence,
Oh, it's like a lush in here.
Someone's been smudging.
It's like a lush in here.
Yeah.
Were you doing this by yourself?
Somebody can come with me. I'm not particularly for or against being by myself.
Not to step on stuff you're doing, but I feel like Hyros might kind of want to come along just because he knows very rudimentary things from the forest, but he's curious about
Sure, yeah.
what the hell goes on.
Sure.
So we got two. Anybody else?
I don't think Kashek is doing anything other than this.
Yeah, I'll come.
And off we go.
Fair enough.
So
Gang's all here.
The gang's all here.
I'm not letting Hyros get very far away from me, for what it's worth.
Fair.
What's a rock gonna come down and get him again?
Making your way inside, there
Madison.
is a half-elven woman behind the counter with sort of those half-moon glasses. And she has her sandy hair up in a big bun. She's wearing a big dark green cloak with tons of little pockets all over it that each have little garnishes and little herbs or little dried something or other.
Are they growing out of her pockets, or does she just have them in her pockets?
Yeah, they're growing out of the.
Oh my fucking god.
There's a little bit of
pockets.
dirt in there,
Yeah. And she looks up as you come in. Oh, welcome to Twig and Twine. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm rather new to potion making. Do you have any sort of like a beginner's kit?
Ah, a new beginner interested in the craft, are you?
Sure, yes.
This is most excellent. It is an art form most beauteous, and you can get much out of it, even much more than potions, you understand.
Oh.
I think I have something for you. A basic starter kit should set you just right. And that is... So she has a couple of things on offer. There's an herbalism kit for 5 gold. There's a healer's kit that she can give you for 5. There's a poisoner's kit for 50. And there's a lot, anything from the sort of, anything reasonable from the adventuring gear list that you're after, you can get here.
So mechanically, I already have an herbalism kit, but the herbalism kit is a separate proficiency than alchemist's supplies.
Correct.
And for my circlet of true talent, I just need alchemist's supplies.
I see. Yeah, great. Yeah, she has alchemist's supplies. Yeah, it's just like a basic kit, it's like a couple of glass vials, a mortar and pestle, metal frame for holding a beaker over a flame, stirring rod, and a pouch of common ingredients.
Cool. I would like to purchase that.
Nice pouch.
Let's call that 50 gold pieces.
Okay, and if she has any healing potions around, I would like to purchase.
She does.
Some of
very
those.
Good idea that we never think about.
Varying levels of rarity. I want to implement a homebrew thing for you guys that I have been starting to do with healing potions. If you're using them in combat, you can either use it as the full action like you usually do. You can drink it as a full action and you get max healing, or you can do it as a bonus action and roll the dice.
So that would mean if you drink them within an hour of me doing my feat, you would get full no matter what, even if you used them as a bonus action.
Good to know.
Cool. Dope. Cool.
So the bonus action is representing you splashing some over your face when you're down.
Correct. Yeah, essentially. Yeah. If that's an interesting thing for you guys, I've started. I think that's.
No, I like that.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
awesome.
that.
Okay, cool.
It's really cool.
Yes. So healing, greater healing, superior healing, supreme healing. She has everything. She has all kinds.
If she has 4 supremes,
Those are gonna be so expensive, dude.
look how much money I
Dude,
have.
they're gonna be so
I have
expensive.
some money. I can pay for
I
some.
care not.
Let's see. Well,
Get this jingly crap out of my pockets.
Who keeps asking if we have rent to pay?
Supreme healing is going to be $250 each.
That doesn't feel right.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. That is $1350 each.
There you go.
13.
They are
So
stupid expensive.
135 platinum. What's the math on 4 superior?
4 superior is 2,000 gold.
Let me give you 500 if that's what you want to do.
I'll hand her over enough to buy
Stick.
the alchemist supplies and 4 superior healing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I distribute those.
How many did you buy?
4.
Does everyone have one?
Yes.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to do today.
Anybody else I've seen?
I would like to write a letter back to my brother.
Okay.
And I'm going to say...
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
That's what I'm going to think.
Sure.
What I'm going to write is... Dear Aldrich, which feels weird. That's wonderful news. The tone is obviously not conveyed in this letter.
Aldrich, it's been so long. How have you been? You must die.
You must win.
You must win. So,
Kiss the
that's-
bride.
That's wonderful news. I will be glad to be there. I would love to speak with you beforehand. Perhaps.
You're writing it like Angier's when he first met us.
I scribble out perhaps.
You
I start over.
follow it up. Yeah.
Dear Aldrich, that's
An
wonderful
hour later,
news.
there's 50 pieces of crumbled paper in the corner.
Hey, that's good paper.
Dear Aldrich, that's wonderful news. I will be happy to be there for you on this special day. I would love to meet with you sometime before then. Where are you staying now? Surrey.
Hallmark original.
So where are you sending that letter?
I don't know, was there a return address? Shit! Was there a return address on that one he gave me?
Somewhere on the road.
If you just kiss it and send it out the window of the car with love, it'll get to where it's going.
I think that only works if you have Ray as Warlock Patron.
Yeah, let's say if you needed to get in touch with him, he left an address. He left her address in Traven.
Okay. I'll send it there.
Can you do so?
He didn't name her, did he? In the
Griselda.
No, I
No,
don't think so.
he just said
I met a
wonderful
woman.
And we didn't meet a lot of people by
Oh my
name.
god, it's Father Cochrane in a way.
Just ask him if it's Madam Foot or whatever. Like
You weren't expecting this.
Oh my god, no!
Didn't know if she's one of the toes or one of the like.
We found out where Father Cochrane keeps his pussy.
You weren't expecting that.
Cut that, please.
Cut that.
Cut the mic! Cut the mic!
Okay. Yes, that's what I
I
wrote.
don't really have anyone's name there except Father Cochrane.
And I send it off.
That's not his name.
It's close.
You sure?
That's not his name. Father Cock.
He's a villain. We can call him names if we want to.
That's funny.
If he was a nice man, I wouldn't call him that.
That's funny.
Yes, I would. But I would feel bad about it.
All right, y'all. Anything else?
He has a name.
And it's a boy's name, too.
There you go.
I don't even know his first name.
Although Pink did steal the goat.
The bad news is I've named the villain Cochrane.
What's the good news?
Father Cockring is now the main antagonist.
He's always been
he already
the
was.
antagonist.
Forget Monacan. It's Father Cockring.
That's-
Honestly,
I've had tunnel vision for 8 months.
Well, Monica's in a tunnel, so that's great.
Do you want to go to the fair, or is there anything else anybody wants to do?
Fuck, I want to put it off, but there's nothing else to put it off with. More time for thinking. Alright, so during the course of this week in which we adopt and...
yeah, do we rehome Klargg?
No.
Well, that's up to you. What are you going to do with him?
Hey, what should I do?
Oh, Klargg.
Well, Hyros?
Klargg, what are your dreams? In life, not at the nighttime.
Last night,
No, not at nighttime. Like, sort of grand scale of things in life.
Huh. I guess I never really thought about it.
Oh boy. Well, that's good. Now's a great time to think about that.
Well, I guess my dream now is to save your life.
Sure.
Could we have a quick huddle, perhaps?
Well, you stand there looking magnificent.
Okay.
What do you got?
And he does.
I certainly do not want to enlist anyone to become injured for our benefit. But do we anticipate any trouble with the Shepherds?
You haven't enlisted him. He's offered his services freely.
Well, I saw the conditions under which they were enlisted is the problem.
It was his decision entirely.
Correct. I'm just wondering if it wouldn't be prudent to have a large man around?
I feel like
Another large man around?
Oh, thank you.
choice would be to come with Hyros, so
It
yes.
feels just a bit skeevy to me because I'm the one suggesting it. Hyros, I think this might be more of your...
Well,
He was already following us. Was
yes,
he
I
not?
think that he'd already made up his mind, so...
And you pulled us into a huddle then.
Sarah said we need to huddle so that we can confirm something that's already happening.
Well, normally I would want to convince him otherwise, but we might run into some trouble, so...
Don't think you can.
You are not a pacifist.
No, of course I'm not, but this man does not know, I think, the magnitude of what he's roping himself into is the thing.
You look over at him, and he's beating his hands on the top of the barrel, and he says,
I don't want to work. I just want to bang on this drum all day.
Someone's holding him over a drum and he's slapping his little wet feet out of it.
Who could hold him?
So,
A bigger guy.
so cinematically we're all in a huddle and I go, I just don't know if he understands the magnitude of what he's roping himself into.
I don't want to work. He's a bitch.
Saren said,
I don't-
everything's going right, what do we do?
I don't think you could convince him otherwise, to be honest.
Well, then we can break this huddle apart and I'll just register that it makes me a bit uncomfortable that he may become injured on our behalf, that's all.
Understood.
Okay.
For that huddle and all future huddles, Kashek, puts his wings over everybody.
Oh, that's so nice!
What's that,
Klargg,
Whoa.
have you ever wanted to see a... What are they really, a carnival?
I think they're like a carnival now.
Have you ever been to the carnival?
No. What's that?
performers put on tricks and they do songs, maybe? I don't know, I've never seen it.
Oh, like what? Do they like fight each other?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
Right.
Yeah.
Klargg's coming with us to see the Shepherds.
Good. Great.
Cool.
We don't expect any trouble, Klargg, so if you didn't want to come along, that's entirely perfectly fine.
Well, there's always a chance, someone tries to spill your guts on the road.
You know, when you're right, you're right.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is a win. Everyone all around, this is like
And
great.
when we're walking down the road, now it doesn't feel as imbalanced if you kind of both sandwich the group because Suri and Kashek and I are so short and you're so tall.
Oh, that's fair.
Alright, watch the car.
I like how you basically were like in the new Mario Party where you got into one of the squares that gives you a partner and the game doesn't know what to do with him, so it's like, just follow him around for the rest of the game.
He's a partner now.
You get his dice block.
He's a here. Yeah,
He gets dice block.
It doesn't
Perfect.
really change gameplay that much.
Do with him whatever you want.
I bet he's not level 15 like us, but
No.
he's here. Maybe he'll get more than one attack per turn.
Yeah.
How do we think he is?
I hope 5.
Hey, if I sneeze
I hope more than that.
if I
just hope at
sneeze
least
on him,
5.
how many hit points does it look like he loses?
Hey, level 5 can still run it.
Depends. Are you
Sure.
It's true. It's true. Okay.
Are we-
Know he's level 5.
Are we strolling or are we transporting via plants?
What happened to Weird Horse?
Oh yeah.
Oh I
God.
think we left them in
I opened my
Klargg.
pit point and see where I left my power armor.
I feel like those horses are in Klargg.
No, you rode him back, didn't you?
No.
No, we unless we took
Because
them
we've been
through the
transporting
plane.
ever since I hit level whatever.
Well, that night we got done with Klargg and you were out of spells, so we slept in the portable boat. And then we teleported the next day.
The last time I remember having the horses was going to the Feywild.
And we hitched them there and then just like...
No, because we took them to get...
Yeah,
To
we would have
Wyvern
taken
Glen.
them after.
From off in the distance.
Yes!
Suddenly, you all turn your heads you look to the east on the fourth night
That's
of
the ocean,
Fuck, shit,
Trevor.
fuck, wait.
Grass
And
up.
he can walk on water.
There's your Twilight Princess reference for the night.
He left as Weird Horse the Gray. He's coming back as Weird Horse the White.
Up over the mountainside in slow motion, you just hear a sound cut across the open sky.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
And he starts running up over the hill in slow motion.
Slow motion.
Oh my god, it's...
His mane whipping in the air, his eyes in completely different directions.
His legs windmilling to the side. Like a Sonic character.
Fred Flintstone sound effect playing.
It's like the scene in Homeward Bound where he's like, Shadow! Shadow?
Except instead of everyone crying because it's really happy, everyone is crying because he looks so funny. And he gets close to you and then he trips a little bit and does a roll but manages to recover and end up back on his feet.
They're very
and then he just
sturdy.
comes to a rest in front of all of you.
There he is.
Was this on the road? On our way? Did he just kind of find us?
I lean over to Kashek. How do we tell him that Alcyone isn't here anymore?
I cast speak with animals.
Like this.
Alcyone is no longer here, my friend.
That is most unfortunate. I'm I wonder if this is going to be worth a spell slide.
How have we not talked to him before?
Here we are.
Jack doesn't speak with animal very much.
No.
Nobody wanted to. I distinctly remember because Alcyone understood him. He and Alcyone had an understanding. She said,
Fuck, dude. I guess that I can't believe we
Oh my
haven't talked to this
God.
goddamn horse before.
Is he very upset?
He said that is a shame.
Long has been my road, and even longer the time between our mutual company. It is good to see you again, Master Kashek.
well, we've got one horse.
Kashek is just patting him.
Does he look
For
hungry?
everyone else, it's just
Oh god, yeah. Is he skinnier or fatter? Because both are bad.
He looks great.
He looks the
Do you
same.
think Weird Horse needs to consume food? Wrong.
That's fair.
He consumes something else entirely.
He's powered by weird.
What it is.
Osmos the ether of the universe.
Yes.
I understand.
Plants do that too.
So, wait. If we have Klargg and 5 horses, are we going to be able to transport via plants?
If we
Horse
can,
can walk around a tree.
a horse can run in 5 seconds, 6 seconds.
10 is a high number. Let me...
But if we're on the horses,
Yeah, but it might be a creature thing.
I think it's just that it's open for a round.
Let me check.
if we're resourcing horses again,
Rehorsing.
if we're rehorsing, could I request getting a little maybe sturdier one so I could continue learning to shoot?
Yes. Mm-hmm. You sure may. Yeah, I mean, do y'all want to buy some horses?
Well, now I don't need to.
You
so.
can, I mean, you're always able to sort of just kind of rent them out from the royal stables. But if you want to buy something a little hardier, that would be something you'd probably have to go to the market for.
They don't have a hardy one for me to rent.
No, I mean they have excellent like traveling horses, but
Do you
I
want
mean, you could maybe talk to Casca. Maybe seems in charge of military stuff, but
I'm sure that like war horses are not really loaned out.
yeah.
Do you want a horse? I might have horse money.
Oh, it seems like a lot of responsibility.
I
feel like horses die a lot.
This one does not. I know for a fact this one does not. Look at
Just
him.
looked at Freddie, who killed 2 horses in the campaign that he DMs for me.
What was the consensus on if we can travel with 10 people?
Oh, yeah, it's anybody.
Oh, great.
Just the duration.
Well, 5 people.
You can also just ride out to the. But you mean in future? Sure.
Well, we could just ride out. That'll not take long.
No, but by
It'll
being a
take a
horse,
day.
it'll take shorter. In fact.
Yeah. No, I'll just rent a horse.
So just take him out of the stables.
In the interest of time.
Great, you do so.
I would not be riding one, just to be clear.
Sure.
You can fly.
Sure.
Hyros, are you riding Weird Horse?
Yes. He feels to be a kindred spirit. I don't know what his deal is, but I like it. Should we get a horse for Klargg?
Oh, fine.
He's just running alongside.
I'll just jog.
I believe you.
It's good exercise.
It is. This guy's great.
Does little boy still fit in a saddlebag?
Probably drape him behind you like
It's
a horse blanket.
bulldog now, you know, like
So he would still fit if I made him like sit still and he just kind of
Like a little guy on the front.
yeah. Like if he's played to either side, sure.
yeah.
Put him in an IKEA bag like that guy who took his dog on the subway.
The guy with the pickle. Yeah.
Off you go. Like I said, it's easy traveling just outside of the city. I mean, you hop on a ferry, you go across the mainland again. And you've been to the Keeplands before. It's just, it's the roads are really well maintained around here. Everything is really, really nice.
Nothing like the traffic on 76.
No, nothing like that. Well, I mean, I guess there still would be like horse and carriage traffic. They planned the city better, so.
How do I honk my horse?
He honks.
Yeah, he honks on
He
his
honks
own.
on his own.
You know what? I picked the one horse that does honk on his
Yep.
own. That's entirely fair.
And so, yeah, you travel for maybe 4 or 5 hours or so out into the Keeplands before coming up over the. So, Hyros, can I ask you? Did you go and like visit or see Alcyone when she was traveling with the shepherds?
I'll say that because I'm sure they would have traveled sort of all over the Republic, but they probably Wyvern Glen's probably too small for them to make an appearance. I would estimate. So up to you, whatever the largest metropolitan area near there might have been, whether that's Veradine,
I'm
whether
sure
that's...
it would be Veradine or somewhere around there.
Then I think at some point early on in Alcyone's career with the Shepherds, I think Rhea, Hyros, and whoever was around would have sprung to take a little field trip, take a little road trip, like when you're lower middle class and you're like, we're gonna go see one Broadway show in our lives, and we're gonna go do that as a family.
So the last time.
Yeah. So this was many years ago.
Yes.
Many years ago.
Many years ago. So the last time you saw them, do you want to describe how you envisioned them at the time, in which Alcyone was with them and things were good?
Sure. I sort of had the idea of them as being like certainly not the whatever they are now, obviously, just because that's the
Right.
way that's the conceit of it all. But I imagine them as being more like kind of like a museum without the actual artifacts. Like they'll tell you stories like epic readings, not necessarily amphitheater style, but like you could walk around like, oh, they're telling this story over here, like doing this show.
Like living history.
Kind of like that, but like they'll tell tales, they'll tell like folk tales, they'll do actual histories, like I'm sure the founding of Arcadia and all that sort of shit.
They sing all the songs.
Yeah, they sing the songs absolutely, all the heroes. So that would be, the greatest like cultural knowledge that Hyros would have access to. Honestly, like they're a traveling full exhibit from the Museum of Art or like the Art Museum, whatever the fucking thing.
So that's what you remember. And you probably remember the troupe wasn't that big, right? It was, it was like maybe 24 folks. Who like specialized in different types of entertainment, right? And they like maybe traveled in like a caravan of a couple of wagons, moving around.
The most they would do is transport like actual texts.
Right, yeah. Like spreading knowledge as much as entertainment, as well as gathering it. That's what you remember them being like. And you remember Alcyone being very happy there, at least for some time. What greets your eyes now as you come up over the hill is not anything like what you expected before. There is a large tent that sits at the center of this sort of little encampment. Maroon and purple stripes lead up to its pointed top. It's huge, massive. You can see the top of it surrounded by this sort of like strange wooden fence that goes in a circular, obscuring the sort of ground level of this encampment. And there is a line of people traveling away from sort of the front entrance of this wooden palisade around it that like starts to double back around on itself. And all you can see from the outside, other than this massive crowd of people, is this huge, like, tall tent at the center. But you can see, you see the tops of some other buildings and stuff in there. It's like it's almost like a little, like, makeshift town has been set up.
Well, that's different. I mean, I'm sure everyone's been saying how different it is now, but it looks fun. I like a big tent.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Theoretically, I think. That's a word that my scarf taught me.
It's a very good one, yes.
Tent?
No, theoretically.
Oh.
I mean, I just am probably biased from what I've heard from Alcyone, so.
Do we think our reputation is going to precede us here?
Well, here's something I was actually thinking about. We maybe don't want to mention Alcyone by name.
No. And to that point, if it's known that she was traveling with a feathery person and me and you too.
Well, that part we maybe cannot help.
I could become in, not out.
I can look different too.
Something about having to look different really rubs me the wrong way, but I'm wondering if it might not be wise.
I could wrap my scarf around my head like in grandmother.
No,
Let's just be ourselves, I think. I mean, do you think it's dangerous?
There's all sorts of people in this line. We could be anybody.
Yes.
Fair.
And
Fair.
Klargg.
And Klargg.
Yeah. This place looks weird. What are we doing?
We're going to see some performances, maybe.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Klargg, can I ask you something? Is Klargg short for something?
No, I'm pretty tall.
That's what I thought.
I love this guy.
Bartholomew.
I mean, I'm taller than all of my brothers, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, that's lovely. How many brothers do you have?
7.
Wow.
Where are you from, Klargg?
What are their names in alphabetical order?
Don't remember.
Arg, Blarg,
I get that.
Clark with a C.
Yeah.
Gonzalez.
Enough torturing the DM. I'm sorry. Is there like a valet?
Line starts here. Like
Yeah. Can we park the
Is there a
horses?
VIP entrance?
Is there a place we can buy the tickets to let you skip the line?
You want to get the fast pass?
I don't think we want to be obtrusive.
Yeah.
Is there
yeah.
So yeah, there is a place to like tie up horses and stuff, and there is like a ticket tent set up outside the palisade, but that seems to be the only way in, and the line extends from it.
Gotcha.
So it's up to you guys how you want to get inside.
We can wait in line, I think.
I was just concerned for the horses. That's all.
I'm not
yeah.
really concerned about this one.
No.
No, and I
You don't
think
need to be.
if we leave the other 3 with, no, 2. Klargg was jogging.
Yes, too.
There's a little goblin in a red vest standing outside the palisade.
I think
Can I take your keys? Take your reins for you, ma'am?
Yes, thank you.
You got it. Here.
And he hands you a little ticket.
Just give that back to me when you want to reclaim it.
Okay.
Are there halflings in the desert?
Probably not. I don't know. You have more than zero.
This green child.
Seren,
Yes,
what the hoot is that?
that's a horse.
Not that.
That's a goblin.
Close, that's a shape.
He's a goblin. He's the kind of like the other smaller folk, like a gnome or a halfling, but more like if those two things were bats or those naked cats.
He's still standing there after having passed the ticket up to you, Saren. He's still just standing there with his hand out.
I give him a silver. I give him a silver.
The rest of yous?
Yes, please. And I'll also hand him a silver because I've seen Seren do it.
I will give him a third of my money.
No!
Which is a silver.
Still one silver. Yeah, there you
I've
go.
also unbuckled little man from his car seat.
You didn't have to give him anything, Kashek. He's not doing anything for you.
No pets inside.
Oh, I thought these were the
Everyone.
ticket. Too late. Kashek misunderstood.
That's fine.
Everybody else was giving him money.
That's
No,
alright.
this is the valet.
He's not a pet.
Looks like pet to me.
Well, he's not.
Well, can he throw a ball?
He could at one point in time, yes.
What?
He's an emotional support animal.
He sort of like rolls his eyes.
Alright, whatever.
You gotta give him a vest.
I give him another silver.
By all means,
There you go.
take your emotional support meatball with you.
Hey,
That's my last 2 silver.
You have gold, right?
Oh, plenty.
Okay.
You have gold, right?
Me.
Yeah.
You have gold.
Okay.
Is this like towards the end of the line, or is this as we're getting closer and closer?
So yeah, we'll say. So yeah, you jump off the horses and you get in line, and it's long, but it does seem to be moving rather rapidly.
I can stand in a line if it's in D&D and I'm not standing in it.
Yeah. You get in line, and it's moving rather rapidly. But yeah, as you're standing there and things begin to move, I mean, the crowd is muttering excitedly, and up a few places ahead of you, it looks like 2 young boys seem to be having some sort of argument with each other a little up the queue. They look to be in their late teens, and one says to the other, "Why are we doing this, man? We gotta. I mean, nobody's seen Ernie since he came here. You don't think that's a little strange? You know Ernie. He's an airhead. He probably just, got lost in somebody's rhubarb patch or something. Don't make me worry too much."
Is that a euphemism?
I had a nickel.
I don't know, man. I just don't trust it. Look at this place. There's something weird about it. Weird and creepy. And his compatriot says, "Oh, jeez, I didn't know you were such a scaredy cat. Afraid of a few weirdos in a tent, are you?" And they carry on much the same like that.
Do we all know? Can someone remind me? Did Alcyone share with us that people were going missing?
Alcyone did share what she heard at a few of the taverns along the way, yes.
Right,
She didn't-
Right, because she talked to that
The
one
old
couple.
couple, yeah,
That
who,
woman.
whose son had gone missing.
Yes.
Yeah. You do not know everything that Alcyone knew, but she did share that as she thought it might be pertinent.
Did she ever share that with Hyros?
No.
So then I will kind of lean up to Hyros. We did know that something amiss was happening with people going missing. Alcyone, I think, had more of the details.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense with what little she's told me of what is going on there now.
Are you alright?
Well, it's troubling to hear those boys talking. I don't want them to hear me talking about them talking, and I overheard them. I don't want to think I'm eavesdropping. Even though we weren't eavesdropping, it's just easy to hear them. They're loud. They can't control it. I understand that time in your life. But I don't know. We are here to find information, maybe about her. I am not one overly concerned with plans, of course. I'm just a little nervous. She ran from these people, and when she got home to us, my daughter is many things, but I had never seen her like that. And I am... She has a sort of courage that I could never hope to aspire to. So no father wants to see the place where his child was so,
Just kind of hold his hand.
We'll be all right, I know. And maybe no one will recognize us. Maybe it'll be fine. Maybe it'll all be fine.
Well,
You're starting to sound like me.
Well, I hate to bring this up if this is not... What I mean to say is, how are we planning on getting information, then? Is all.
We put on our winningest smiles, and I consult my scarf, and we see what people want to talk about.
Right. Do we want to go... I mean, we don't want to go asking questions, do we? Or we just...
Perhaps after the performance we could pop up to one of the more generous looking performers and pose as fans. The only other thing I can think of would be to ask someone about potentially joining, but that seems like a very bad idea.
That seems dangerous.
I don't know, it seems like it might be able to get us somewhere. As long as no one goes off on their own. Mm-hmm. That's very important. I don't feel good about this here. I'm trying to not be overly loud about this.
We're kind of huddling.
You got it.
Casually.
Yeah, but I don't think any of us should wander alone here.
No,
I don't know what
not.
these people are capable of.
No, I just...
If they have a connection with whatever is out there.
Yes, I wonder how we are going to get the information we're looking for, that's all.
Being fans of them is a good notion, I think. And sort of after any show that we see, there might be several going on, I do not know. Going, what is questions and such. People must have questions all the time.
I've just had a thought, which is, if they're connected to himself, it might stand to reason that they would recognize us, and then recognize you, and then be upon our tails again.
Well, I cannot do anything to make myself look other than I am.
No, I know that. I just voicing concern that this seems to be our only course of action, and it's not a very safe one.
No, but we have not been experts in safe courses of action in the entire time we've been together.
Oh no.
We stick together. Mm-hmm. We be smart. And I am a very simple and humble man. People will suspect nothing of me.
Yes.
Tap his nose a couple times. I've seen people do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That means they're letting you in on his secret. Klargg knows all about it.
What? Mm-hmm. Oh, hey.
A wink real obviously at Iris.
Perfect. Right, Klargg?
Right.
Tap nose.
Hi.
I wink at Klargg.
I love this guy.
So, finally you make your way to the front of the line. In the ticket tent, another goblin in a little red, sort of like bellhop hat, looks up at you all and says,
Hello, welcome to the show. Are you here just for the main event, or would you like the all-access pass?
What are the price of them both?
Just the main event, 25 gold. The all-access pass is 50, getting you access to Carnival Row and the Menagerie.
Then now that would be 50 for all of us.
Yes.
Oh.
You mean...
For 5 of us.
Each.
Yes. Each.
50 each, or 50 for all 5 of us?
It's the greatest show on earth.
Each, he means.
What is this guy's vibe?
looks tired.
So he's... Okay.
Well, I mean... We want the all access?
We want the all
I'll put us
yes,
down.
we're big fans. I can help.
No, I got it.
I can't.
For 5 of us, yes, we will do the all access. We want to see everything.
So 250 total.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. 2 silver.
Can I interest you in our meal pass as well? Just another 10 gold gets you a full meal, a snack item, and a drink of your choice.
No, thank you.
No.
They all sound like this.
I have to be honest, my interactions with them have been brief.
I can imagine why.
Visit our website. You can earn bonuses at our regional hotels.
What the fuck is
Legs like spiders?
Scan the QR code on the bottom of your ticket for...
I'm looking at it. What's supposed to happen?
Look at my LinkedIn page. Please hire me for something else.
And so he hands to each of you a ticket, sort of really rich red sort of vellum, on the front of which is this sort of like cartoon graphic of a man in a top hat with flames wreathing the lid in like a big exaggerated cartoon face with a big smile winking.
It's like a Cuphead villain. I like it.
Yeah, it does look like a Cuphead villain.
Is there anything... Why am I asking this? Does it seem like there's anything magical about the ticket?
You can do an Arcana check.
Take a big sniff.
I sniffed my ticket.
Sniff.
It's gone.
Sniff.
I'm gonna roll that in.
It's not there.
Sorry.
Honesty
You
pays.
sniff the ticket.
Honesty pays.
I sniffed the ticket, and with a crisp 2, what happens?
Oh, Tuve?
The whole tube.
You inhale the ticket.
You couldn't have possibly any idea what it might be, but it actually does seem like there might be something to it.
Kashek, does this seem strange to you,
It is certainly made of paper.
magically speaking?
Let's walk inside.
So you,
Let's look at
you continue on, and at the main sort of gate, there is this huge archway with runes inscribed across it. And as you pass underneath the archway, your ticket, it just like it just burns up in an instant
Yes.
as soon as you pass the threshold.
Oh, okay. Ow.
And then you feel this tingling sensation on the back of your hand, where you get your stamp. It's the same image of that man with the top hat, flames wreathing the lid,
I wasn't gonna drink. You didn't need to stamp me.
just sort of burned into the back of your hand.
Strange.
When you say burned,
It tingles a little bit.
Okay.
It doesn't hurt and it doesn't do any damage, but it
Does it look
probably shouldn't feel that way.
does it look like ink or does it look like it was
It looks
burned?
like it looks like it was burned into you.
It's some sort of Burning Man.
God damn it!
Best stage in Guitar Hero 3.
Good night, everybody.
I hope that doesn't
Tiffy
last for
waitresses.
long.
Oh God, that's very unsightly.
Please move along. You're holding up the line.
Let's go
sorry.
in.
I didn't catch your name.
Yeah, I didn't throw it.
That's fair. Let's
Shit,
go.
alright.
Let's go. I'll take Iris's arm.
Alright. Come on, Klargg. I'll take Klarg's arm.
Oh, I'm so excited. Thanks, Dad.
You got
You
it.
adopted another child.
One of two that's taller than me.
Iros, put your hands up.
So you make your way into the fair.
Two Kronks, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know.
There are 3 sort of avenues, each sort of branching out in front of you as you stand in sort of the main entranceway here. Off to your right is a string of what looks like stands, full of cheap prizes, and carnival games. To the left is rows of stands of what look like food vendors. And at the end of that row is a large building with sleek writing across its facade that reads Madame Malfet's Mystical Menagerie. And then the straightforward path just leads up to that enormous tent that you can see from the outside. And in a big sign hung across the draped opening of the tent just reads the main event.
I'm gonna find a place that's off the main road.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a garbage can or something, I would do it in an amusement park so I could be out of the way of.
Okay.
I'm gonna squat down in front of little man. I know how you are, and I know how you're going to be. Stay close to me. Unless there is trouble. And if there is trouble, you are going to run very far away. Do you understand?
Give me a persuasion check.
God damn you!
About animals that we haven't used speak with animals with yet.
Yes, you have.
Have I? Okay.
Yeah, because
Okay.
Trevor used it to hurt me.
Yeah.
He sounds like a baby Dimitri. It's really cute.
God damn it! Do I get an advantage on this?
Sure.
Because it's him.
You should kiss him and see if he turns into a man.
No!
She'll turn into an owlbear baby.
What if that was it though?
Bite
What if
his
after
beak.
all this time.
Bite his beak.
I'm not gonna bite his beak.
That's like kissing.
Kiss him and see if he turns into a man.
God
I
damn.
rolled a 3 and a 4.
Use
so
teeth! Sorry. Don't use teeth.
With that 4, 3.
So the last 4 rolls on your d20, the total has been 8.
Yeah.
Did you pre-roll those at all?
Yes.
So he looks at you with his, and he blinks his huge, owl eyes. And at the mention of trouble, his little hackles go up, and he puts his tiny little claws out
No.
and starts just swiping
No.
at the air.
No. You're not
He's a
listening to me.
fighter.
Please.
He just lowers his big head and kind of just waddles over and presses the top of his head into your shin.
He's too big for that. He'll knock you over.
I like it. I rub where his feathers connect to his beak up on the top of his
He
nose
coos
bridge.
softly. You get the sense that he is listening to the things you're saying.
I find anyone who looks like they work here. I just want to
It's all goblins, baby.
find
It's
a
a bunch
random
of
goblin
goblins.
who's passing by.
Hello.
Hey, how long do we have until the main event?
The main event's every hour on the hour.
Dope.
Oh, you picked that one up from me.
Yeah. That sounds great, thank you.
No problem. Enjoy your stay. Have an uncanny day.
Is this person
Stay.
carrying anything? Or are they just wandering around?
He has a little trash grabber
No.
and a little bin
Alright.
that he's walking around with.
That sucks. Alright. He hates his life, I get it.
Just imagining Iris. For chisel.
These performance fucks.
But yeah, so it's
Let them go!
what would y'all like to do? We're at the fair.
Do we want to poke around in Carnival Row or the Menagerie?
But wait, what time is it? How long do we have? He just told.
He said it's every
Until
hour
the
on the
hour.
hour.
And what time is it?
That's
If we
a
look
great.
at the
Does it,
sun.
well, here's a good
Yeah.
metric. Does it look like a show's ongoing? Or people are queuing up to get in?
Can we even peek inside the tent?
Sure.
They get sucked in immediately, you can't get out.
Why not?
Just wait till the procession comes by. That's go to the fucking chess field.
Let's say
Yeah.
let's say there are people lining up outside the main tent. Yes.
Okay.
It's gonna be hard to not realize when the
Yeah.
show starts. I mean,
Or if it's already happening, you can probably hear,
Yeah.
whoa!
Yeah.
They
Let's
fire
say
the asses
good.
if you want to explore something else, we'll say it's a minute until the main event, and if you want to go to the main event, we'll say
Great.
it's now.
I don't want to go down there, but if I take a peek down Carnival Row, does it look like there are prizes anywhere?
Yeah.
Are any of them large stuffed animals?
Yeah.
Do any of them look like large stuffed owl bears?
Oh, great question. Give me an investigation.
I'm
check.
glad that we both had the exact same thought.
I'm like,
Someone's replaced him! No, he actually goes on a mission like Perry the Platypus and he gets a
Yeah.
stuffed owlbear to replace himself.
An owlbear.
An owlbear.
Dimitri the owl bear!
Of course, got the owlbear.
Oh, finally! 15.
Yeah, absolutely. There are some stuffed owlbears, but they look
Bad.
mean.
Ooh.
Like they have
yeah.
No.
blood on their claws and all over
No.
their face. And
Bad and wrong.
Where do you think we are right now? Listen to that backtrack.
No, I know that.
There.
We're at the fun fair. I know that.
It's Krusty Krab unfair.
I
I
was
could go for some fun.
Listen, I was hoping to pass him off as a giant overstuffed carnival prize if we had to.
Put some blood
Get
on
some
his paws.
grenadine and dip his fingers in
Where the
it.
hell am I gonna get grenadine?
Cotton
a funnel
candy.
cake
The
out of the
grenadine
trash
store.
bin.
Cotton candy. It's pink. It'll look red when
If
it's
you're
wet.
gonna eat garbage, can you please at least something with ketchup on it? Get out of there!
Kashek is translating.
Kashak.
I'm just gonna turn into fucking Wrecking Ball's mech. What he said.
Profanity filter enabled.
Yeah.
If I pull him out of the garbage, does he have any tomato sauce on his claws?
Let's say if
Fuck's a tomato.
give me an investigation check.
Natural 20.
Pre-Columbian.
Yeah, there's some margarita pizza.
Where the fuck's Margarita?
If you want to spread some tomato sauce,
It's Margaritaville. It's actually a little bit
Right.
down
Yeah,
from
do
Liquor
that.
Blend.
great.
And then I hold him like somebody won me a carnival
He
toy.
loves it. He just keeps licking his hands.
Stop it. That's a that's a costume.
That's so funny.
That's so funny. Okay, that's so great.
See if you can make your eyes go in different directions. No, okay, stop.
I can't even do that.
What y'all want to do?
I kind of want to see the show at first, I think, and then we can process whatever that is with a wander around afterwards. I'm trying to make sure that no one who works here is around. I have a bad feeling about the menagerie.
I hold up the animal I'm holding. As do I.
Yeah, so I don't know if I want to go in there.
Oh, I thought it might lead us to something, but
Oh, maybe it will.
let's see how the show goes and then.
Okay,
Yes.
that's a good idea.
What were you going to say, Kashek?
Can I do a vibe check of like everything? That's kind of vague, but
Like the audience at least, or?
What the mood is at the fairgrounds?
yeah.
Well, the goblins are union, so.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have dental.
You know what?
They need it.
They really
Give me
need
that
it.
check. General vibe check.
18.
People seem stoked.
Okay.
Everyone here seems fucking pumped to be here. Like, you look at this line of people lining up outside of the big tent, and they're like, everybody is a Twitter. Like, folks are stoked.
Okay. I might be putting too much weight on the music choice here. I'm kind of imagining like
You might not. Who's to say?
okay.
This place is not even like in a sinister way, but it draws people in. You know,
Yeah.
like that's their.
It looks like you're still like it doesn't look particularly clean. You know what I mean? But
Like a fair.
folks are stoked to be here.
Okay.
You know, it's like going to a actual circus.
I was getting like Barovia vibes. I thought this was like
That's
walk
the
in,
music.
like,
it's not quite like
flowers are
haunted
wilting
circus.
and shit.
It's not like a
Okay,
haunted
okay.
circus.
Imagine on an accordion as opposed to an organ.
Yeah, right.
I was going to say Menagerie kind of sort of makes me think of the Abbey.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Also
But
Malfet.
I don't know.
Like
Mal.
Yeah, Mal.
Yeah.
No good.
I don't disagree.
well, the vibes passed, so
Indeed. Let's go see the
Let's
big
line
show.
up, yes.
I think yes.
Big show. You head in and you get in line for the main event as people trickle in. You kind of try to peer around and look through the massive curtain opening to try and get a glimpse of what's inside. But as you look at the entranceway draped by the folds of the tent, you cannot see inside, as if it is obscured by some magical darkness.
Wow, do you want to go teleport in that?
Sorry.
Give me my wig back!
I didn't do it.
I
for
won't.
once.
Making your way in, you pass into the inky blackness, and for a moment all is obscured. But as you come out the other side...
That's a loading screen.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a loading screen happens.
Try to reduce the enemy's health to zero before your own.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild. Try not dying.
But making your way inside, there is an enormous ring in the center with wooden stands completely surrounding it on all sides except for this entryway in. And people are taking their seats among the stands, but there's nothing in the central ring. Nothing whatsoever. It's just, like a layer of sand with this fine, thin wooden ring kind of tracing the outside of this central performance area, ostensibly. And as you...
I still have Hyros by the arm. Just to be a comfort. I don't know.
So, sitting down, taking your seats.
Are there assigned seats? Do we kind of
Just wherever. Fall where you may.
do you care where we sit?
I think we probably shouldn't be too close to the front.
I kind of want the back.
Sure.
If you need
Yes.
me to describe what's happening to you, I can.
Thank you.
Okay.
So you head up into the nosebleeds.
I'm sure there's only like so many rows. There probably can't be that.
Oh, it's big, but it's not like a football stadium big.
Yeah.
As you're making your way along the sort of planks to find a place to sit down, you hear a voice magically projected, and it kind of rings all throughout the tent. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Our main event will be starting in just one moment.
Does it sound familiar?
No.
Okay, good.
I know that the voice that I just used sounded like Axel, but it doesn't sound like
I was about to be like,
Can
this,
you fucking
this
imagine?
motherfucker,
imagine?
I'm moonlighting? Oh, hey, Axel.
I cast Be Dead.
It's because I
run down there and
I
stab
have like 5 voices.
No.
You've got at least 6.
You can put a new one like every day.
Thank you. So you take your seats. And there's sort of a cacophony of noise in here as, children are screaming and running around excitedly.
Adults are screaming.
Adults are screaming and running around excitedly. Someone is probably throwing up from eating too much funnel cake.
Yeah.
You can eat too much funnel cake?
In theory. I've tried.
A lesser bear, maybe.
But suddenly, a hush falls over the crowd as like little fireworks start going off in the central ring, and this thick purple smoke begins to float up from the center of the ring. And looking into it, you see this ring of flame illuminate itself first in the obscuring smoke. And as it continues to fade away, a figure is revealed, standing as the smoke dissipates, both hands like leaning jauntily down on a walking cane, with a big top hat pulled down over his eyes, the lid of which is wreathed in flame. And he's wearing... yeah, it's a...
Just checking.
Listen, it's got to be worth the price of admission.
And there's some excited applause and oohs and ahs from the crowd as he just stands there stock still. And he raises his head up, and you can catch sight of his face. And Hyros, did you ever meet Cadmus?
Yeah.
You recognize him. This is him.
Yeah, Alsani would have introduced him as a close friend.
What was his name?
Cadmus.
Okay.
You recognize your daughter Alsani's old dear friend Cadmus. He looks. When you met him, he was a fucking cinnamon bun.
Yeah.
He was a good boy.
Definitely over 5 years ago. So.
Yep. Now he is in this flaming top hat with this long, like, purple dress suit with, like, and like a pinstripe vest underneath. And he raises his head with a big grin on his face. And he just kind of surveys the crowd for a while before opening his mouth. Welcome to the show, my friends. Rejoice and take your seats. I have a few old buddies that I'd love for you to meet. They're not like you and me, oh no, they're something more unique. Allow me to introduce you to this uncanny freak. And the music starts picking up, and more smoke goes off, and suddenly another figure stands behind him. A woman in a long sheer dress with a long, slick beard coming down that sort of flows like a waterfall down her chest. He sort of does a sleight of hand, and he's holding 3 plates in his fingers, and he throws them up in sequence into the sky, and the woman takes her beard and sort of swings it like a lasso and throws it, whipping it out, breaking all 3 of the plates in midair as they fly. First up, the bearded lady! Your mouth will hang agape, but don't you get too close, that beard will whip you into shape. When she turns it round, it even functions as a cape. We all can't help but wonder, does the carpet match the drape?
Hey.
Welcome to the show, my friends. There's so much more to see. Things that must be seen before they'd ever be believed. So just stay strong, my friends, although your knees are growing weak. Cause Cadmus has no shortage of these unholy freaks. Next up, coming out, is this enormous man. He's got this bulbous, he's not wearing a shirt, he's just got this bulbous gut, and he's in sort of tattered pants. And he comes out holding a torch, and he takes the entire flaming torch, drops his jaw, and shoves the entire torch like a sword swallower, except he doesn't pull it back out, he just swallows it, and belches a little bit as a black puff of smoke comes out. Next up, the living stomach. There's nothing he won't eat. Be it fire, knives, or children, they're all a yummy treat. You may be wondering now, how does he manage this feat? His mouth may be a mess, but his plate is always neat. And then next up, you see this large-bellied figure lifted into the air by another individual who is holding him in the air with one hand.
And now the strong man, he can lift our filled up gut. Is he orc or is he human? Hell, who knows, he's just a mutt. The sleeves to cover all his arms could roof a family hut. But if you need some lifting, then he really makes the cut. Welcome to the show, my friends. How are we feeling now? We are not done yet, so hopefully you haven't had a cow. Cadmus is here to ensure that you get what you seek, as long as that's a good time and a hefty side of freak. Next coming out is a dwarf covered in this really spiny, prickly armor. Here comes the dwarven porcupine, mind your hands and feet. I've heard of acting prickly, but this guy is hard to beat. Don't come too close or you may get more shanks than butchered meat. Can't take him home to mama, he's too horny now to greet.
Oh, God.
And then coming out, twirling through the air are these two elven twins who do acrobatics, and as they like pass each other in the air, begin to like fractal out and multiply mirror images of themselves also tumbling through the air until there's like a dozen of them all like crisscrossing each other, going off of trapeze and stuff that sort of descend from the ceiling. At last the twirling twins are here, they tumble through the air. I can't tell between them even when I stop and stare. And yet the whole world round you won't find such a wondrous pair. It almost makes you want to run away and join the fair. And so ends our show, my friends. I hope that you've enjoyed. Remember, it's the Canny Shepherds who have this lot employed. Come back again and see us if your interest has been piqued. There's always more to see when you're surrounded by these freaks! And the show comes together and every raucous applause.
Well, Staren's not clapping, but that was fucking lit for the DM.
Kashek's knocking because he doesn't know what's going on.
The crowd erupts into applause as all of the freaks sort of finishing their acts come together and give a deep bow and another deep bow. And Cadmus takes his hat off and throws it up into the air, and the fire from the lid starts to like spiral out until it's swirling all around them, and then they're gone.
We're gonna have to fight every one of those.
You don't know that!
Alcyoni's 7 evil X's.
You don't know that!
Carnival food isn't vegan?
Ian said, yeah. She fucked them all.
It's made with people.
They said that guy ate children.
That's true.
He's like gluttony.
Hey, are people vegan?
No.
All right.
They can be. Well.
Was...
The audience is losing their mind?
Oh yeah,
right.
People are freaking out. They love it.
Yeah. And there's no sign, they've all disappeared, all the performers have...
Oh, they vanished into thin air.
There's no clear backstage here, it's just a full circle of...
Just a full circle.
Alright.
If I look in our immediate vicinity, do any of our fellow audience members look ensorcelled?
Like literally, or
like magically?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perception? Insight? One of those?
Single. 21.
Not that you can tell. I mean, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of people in here, and they're like...
But nobody's got, like, the 50-yard stare of...
No, nobody's
I must
like...
join the carnival now.
Yeah, nobody's, like, glazed over
Must
and
chop
putting
wood.
tinfoil on their head.
Okay,
Yeah.
You don't feel like you made a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
Whatever that is.
I don't even know what that means.
No.
Well,
I don't.
I think that horny man is probably going to give us trouble later.
Why?
What makes you say that?
Well, if we get into a fight, he's very horny.
So are we.
Makes you think.
Why would we get into a fight?
I don't know, I'm just...
We also have horns.
That's true.
No, but he was, I would say he's more spiny. I know it had to work for the song. It was a good joke, I would say that.
I don't like that he called them freaks. I don't like that.
No, no.
Sort of language.
Maybe it's a sort of thing that,
Was he human?
Who?
Cadmus.
Yes.
If he hadn't been human, it might have sat slightly better with me, but... Don't appreciate that.
maybe that's just how these things work, I don't know.
Should we... Did we glean anything useful from that? Should we go poke around other places?
Let's talk outside, I think.
Right.
Probably a good idea.
Mm.
We'll make our way
Making your way back outside.
towards the juncture point between the three paths.
So, yes, you head back out of the main tent. And you're making your way, with the throngs of people. And, you get out through the door and you kind of split off a little bit. And as you make your way along the sort of road, maybe sort of hugging some of the side to avoid the worst of the crowds, suddenly you hear a voice.
God damn it.
Now that can't possibly be Hyros.
Correct.
I will turn and look.
Canvas. Leaning on jauntily to one side on his cane with just the brim of his hat covering one eye, the other one looking at you, gleaming mischievously.
Hat still aflame?
Yes.
It's good, as a matter of fact.
I thought I recognized you out there. I must say, I'm a little surprised I haven't seen you sooner.
Yes, well, life, very busy these days.
I can only imagine so. What with you saving all of the Republic and all that.
Oh, you've heard about all of that?
Well, we travel quite some distance, You pick things up from town to town.
True enough. But these are my compatriots. Friends, this is Cadmus. He's been with the troop for a while, and when I last saw them, he was here as well.
Many years now, yes. I moved up quite a bit, as you can see. Ringmaster. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
You've certainly done well for yourself, I see.
Yeah, well, I know it's not exactly the show that you expected. Last time you were here, things were a little different, but, we are a business.
Sure. If I may, out of curiosity, it was quite a lovely performance. Very impressive. Very, spectacle, I think you would call it. Very impressive.
Spectacle may just be the right word. Glad you enjoyed yourselves.
Yes. What, just out of curiosity, what inspired the change in direction?
Well, you gotta give the people what they want. We are a business as enslaved to public demand as anything else. As much as the merchants, as much as the sailors, as much as any business in this republic. This is Arcadia, and what Arcadia loves more than anything else is the almighty coin. And so, this is just what gets the most of it.
You certainly had the audience spellbound, I would say.
That's the idea.
Well, my friends and I were going to have a look around after seeing such a wondrous show. We want to explore what else your fine show has to offer to us.
By all means, please, yes, enjoy yourselves. Don't let me hold you up. Explore the fairgrounds, enjoy. I just wanted to stop by and say, this is long overdue, Hyros, but I just wanted to say I'm sorry about how things ended with Alcyone. I know she really loved this place, and I think it hurt us all when she left. But the next time you see her, just let her know we all forgive her.
Yes, I will be sure to do so. I'm sure her talent was greatly missed.
Well, I won't hold you up any longer. Do enjoy yourselves. Check out the Menagerie if you get a chance. People come from all around the world to see it.
Yes, I'm sure they do. Just out of curiosity, as, you would be the most in-the-know person around, I would imagine. Anything out of the ordinary you would recommend or not recommend to a common goer of the fair, but perhaps to a friend?
Well, you've already seen the main show. I'm a little biased, of course, but that's my big inspiration.
Sure.
But otherwise, feel free to have your run of the place. It's all enjoyable. The Menagerie is always workable. Listen, I know that you're a nature lover yourself, right?
Yes.
Coming from the forest.
Of course.
Well, there's no shortage of wild animal in there.
Very well, we shall check it out. Thank you, Master Cadmus, for your time and your performance.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Yes.
Well, I won't take up any more of your time. Do enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you. We shall.
How old is he?
He's not that old.
Like 30?
Something you would guess. It's kind of another Father Cochrane situation, where he's like younger than you would expect him to be.
Yeah, he's no older than Alcyone.
Mm-hmm.
I will wait until he leaves, and then make sure that there's no employees around again.
Unless he doesn't leave and we have to walk away.
Yeah.
He leaves.
Okay.
Kashek, how taxing is it for you to communicate with an animal?
I do it without thinking.
I had a thought that I desperately hope I am incorrect about. When we are in the menagerie, would you mind trying to communicate with a few of them?
To what end?
People have been going missing. They have a collection of exotic animals that are rare and hard to find.
I can speak with them.
I mean, I'm gonna wave little man around. It can happen. I'm sorry.
When your owlbear drinks too much milk.
Full tumby.
No!
Except in this case, it's funnel cake.
Yeah.
Stop eating garbage!
Funnel cake is not garbage.
Well, then to the menagerie, yes?
I just wanted to mention before we go,
Yes.
yeah, you might have gotten the idea. I recognize him. He and Asani were close friends.
He wasn't always like that.
No. Well, not as far as I know. I don't know.
Forgives her for what?
Leaving. Unless, of course, he knows more. Which, I don't know. I don't know how much they know or whether it's intentional or not, what the connection is. Asani would know better than I would.
Let's go hopefully prove me wrong about these creatures then, I hope.
Yes, I suppose the menagerie it is then.
To the menagerie!
Now, is your implication here that they're being fed to them, or that they're being turned into them?
That they're being turned into them.
Floop is a madman, help us save us.
Maybe if we need to afterwards, we can play some games to get our minds off it.
Sure.
So you head down past all the food stalls to the menagerie. And making your way inside, you're overwhelmed by a strong odor of animal, let's just say.
I'm currently living in rural Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so you know what I mean.
You can
Musk.
manure.
Well,
Oh, I have a natural resistance.
So you make your way in, and it is strange inside. The air is like heavily perfumed in an attempt to cover up the smell of animal.
No, now
make
it's
it
just
better.
I mean,
It's
now
that
it's worse.
Febreze thing where now
fact.
it's just like Febreze and
Yeah.
poop.
It makes
Yeah.
it worse.
Febreze and weed smells like peanut butter.
What would pair well with this aroma of shit?
apple pie.
And it is wall to wall cages filled with all kinds of animals. There's birds, monkeys, there's a huge long one with a crocodile in it. Just anything that you can imagine.
Is this
in
another
it.
tent or is it like more of a structure?
It's in another tent.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a tent, and then there's sort of like you can see a wagon sort of parked next to it, but the menagerie is set up in a tent.
Okay.
And it's kind of like it's kind of like a maze. You kind of work your way through it, seeing all the different kinds of animals.
As we are going through this maze then, I would like to keep my eyes open for any owl bears.
Ah, ooh. No, I don't think so.
Okay, good.
No, I don't think so. It's like extraordinary beasts, mundane beasts.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So like cockatoos and macaws.
An albino
and howler
peacock.
monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah, an albino peacock.
That's just a
crocodile,
goose that you've taped some paper towels to.
It's also pretentious.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a three-legged tiger just sitting against one of the cages, looking mean.
Teeth.
Teef's dead, honey.
There's a huge like tank full of like dozens of fish schooling around together in there, flipping back and forth from side to side.
Any shids?
No shits.
All right.
No shits.
It's piranhas. They're going to dispose of somebody's body in there.
They
and it's
indeed
going to
have
be
a
very
son.
Oh,
confusing.
they don't need piranhas. If they have pigs, they'll do that.
You don't see any pigs.
A reference to
Oh,
something.
God.
They've turned all the pigs into fish! Oh, the humanity!
Oh, the huge manatee!
Oh, yeah,
it's
is there
over
a
there.
manatee?
There's a huge manatee.
Turn the frickin' pigs into
It has,
fish.
it's like, it's lit. The tank that it's in is labeled as a mermaid, and they have lipstick on the manatee's lip.
Barbara Manatee.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay, well,
Okay,
Oh,
well.
if that's the mermaids that Adrastos is talking about,
I don't.
know.
Are you? I don't want to know.
I
Never mind.
think-
I don't.
He
No.
said they have beautiful singing voices. Maybe that's deceiving. Do you sing? I'm gonna ask the manatee if it sings.
It smushes its face.
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, it's got its big air sac on the front.
You know
It
what?
just smushes its face.
Yeah, I have no ability to talk to animals. I don't have any spells or shit.
And in
but I'm-
fact, all of these animals look fucking
Sad.
upset.
Miserable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they either look like depressed, angry, or they're just not having a great time.
The
We have-
cages are way too small, right?
Yeah, wait.
Yeah.
We have the same look on our face then. Except mine is obscured from the nose down.
This
But
is
they are exotic.
as horrible as I feared, but it's still pretty bad.
Oh.
Free them. Pull a Rachel, Freddy.
Free all the animals in the zoo!
I'm gonna
You laugh.
scoot on past the.
Turn into an elephant. Destroy the ringleader. The end.
I'll scoot on past the father.
Turn
telling
into
his
a
son he's-
Spinosaurus.
telling his son he's gonna go get a bag of Sizzle Crisps and.
Yep.
I will cast Speak with Animals again because I assume that's a 10-minute.
If you're doing a ritual.
I believe so.
No, I the duration. Because I did cast it earlier, but I have
I think
assumed
it's
that
a
was
duration. Yeah.
When did I do that? When I
Yes,
who was I speaking with? That was
Weird Horse.
Oh yeah, that was, no, it was before we traveled, so it's
Yeah.
definitely worn off. Yeah, I cast Speak with Animals,
Okay, what do you want to speak to?
so I'm not immediately knocked unconscious by like a cacophony of like screaming voices.
It just allows you to like communicate with.
Yeah, no.
I just
no,
imagine help. It's like turning a hearing aid on, like, and it's like let's turn that back off.
No, thank you.
Who looks the most miserable?
Hey, talk to the manatee.
I'll talk to the
Her
manatee.
name's Barbara.
You want to
She's the one for
talk to
me.
the manatee? Okay, it has its face smushed up against the glass.
I will also smush his face up against the glass.
Okay, what do you say?
Hello.
You can hear me?
Don't like that immediately.
You gotta help me, please.
Okay, well.
You gotta help me.
I don't like that I was correct about this!
So you gotta turn the hearing off now.
Yeah.
Please, they did something to me. I don't know what. You gotta get me out of here.
God damn it, I was right!
I'm like actually gonna cry.
Like Cassandra with the gift of prophecy!
Oh, this is bad.
Okay.
This is not
We
good.
burned it all down. We burned it all down.
I could have
Well, no, they're still in cages.
I could have
let them out,
stayed
let
at
them
home
out,
and just
let them
played my sitar today. No, let's go to this thing called a circus.
All right, I'm gonna
And in fact, yeah, as you begin speaking with the manatee,
the other ones realize
the
that,
other ones realize what's happening.
hey, look, exactly what I said was gonna happen is about to happen.
Yeah, one of the monkeys starts beating with both of its fists on the cages of the walls, and like all the animals start going fucking crazy.
We should get out, we should
They're
get out,
all
we should get out.
screaming at you, Kashek.
Kashek, what's up?
Yeah,
Oh god, no, tell me I was wrong.
What?
well, I could.
What's happening?
We should get out before something becomes suspicious.
I'm gonna.
Quiet, you rancid beasts! And suddenly, immediately, a hush falls over the whole thing. And you see, you all kind of whip around, and there's this woman standing behind all of you. It's funny. She looks exactly what you would expect her to look like. Like, she has long, flowing shawls over her shoulders.
With like the coin belt.
Like, yeah, with like metal danglies hanging
Yeah,
off
yeah.
the end of it, and she's got long, dark robes. Her eyes are like up to her eyebrows and down to her cheeks are like completely, mascaraed out. She has long red nails that come out like almost a foot. Bangly, jewelry on her wrists and around her neck.
An art teacher.
An art. And in fact, everyone give me a perception check.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh no.
25.
Okay.
21.
Sure.
10. The averagest number.
24.
You all can't help but notice. Well, except maybe Hyros.
Busy.
The beautiful creature.
It could just be coincidence, but she looks a lot like Madame Mariatrope.
Malfet. Yes.
They certainly do both start with M.
They're sisters.
Those are my 2 older
They
sisters.
start with a M sound.
Madison, Areotrope, Alpha.
So as the hush falls over the menagerie, she approaches you and says, "I'm terribly sorry about that. We are approaching feeding time and they get restless."
You would be Madame Malfet then.
Ah, indeed I am. What gave it away?
Name outside.
That is usually the point of an advertisement. Yes?
Yeah.
Are you all enjoying yourselves?
Yes.
Give me a deception check.
I mean, to be fair, after hearing what Kashek just heard.
Yeah, no, up, absolutely.
Minus.
Yeah, 15.
Alright. Most excellent. I am so glad. I have not seen you at our humble fare before.
Do you get a lot of repeat customers?
Oh yes, very much. People travel from all over to see my precious collection. Can you not see why? Are they not magnificent?
Truly. How is it you came to be a collector?
Well, you see, I have such love for the animal kingdom. You see, when something strikes my fancy, I want to celebrate and appreciate it for as much time as I possibly can, and so I bring them with me so all may get the same enjoyment and satisfaction out of them that I do. Yes.
So, all joking aside, and with that conversation being pseudo-canon happening in person, would Kashek be able to discern what everyone else at the table has already discerned just by that? Because, like, as far as he knows...
That's what a manatee sounds like.
That's what a manatee sounds like, that's what speak animals...
No, it's different. When you speak with animals, it's less of a conversation and more just like getting impressions or emotions from them.
They can't create sentences.
Yeah.
So this is... The spell is literally functioning differently in world.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So this would be like going up to like a 6-year-old and being like, "Hey, what's up, kid?" And they're like, "Well, you know, it's
well, I'm working on my presentation." You know what I mean?
Yeah. My portfolio is not very diversified.
Or like, you know, if Weird Horse was British or something crazy. Like
Nuts.
So
Wild.
we are saying that the manatee's response with the response of the other animals is enough for Kashek to ascertain what is happening.
Yes. These are folks who have been turned in.
Okay. Would I have had enough time to accurately confer that? That conversation was kind of like...
Not before she hushed everything.
I was going to say, that was
hang on.
pretty immediate.
Hang on. Did we actually get out, "Please tell me I was wrong"? I could.
That's what I mean. Like,
yeah, you got that much. You got that much.
So you and I are on the same page, and these two are like,
It's up to the DM, because that all happened very quickly.
If I heard your conversation.
Yeah, everyone...
I'm pretty smart.
Yeah, that was as far as you got in the conversation, and then she showed up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm handsome, but very not smart.
I love that in a man.
Yeah.
Would I be able to tell how it was done?
Give me a Arcana check.
7.
What?
You've never heard of... I mean, you've heard of, like, polymorph, obviously.
But this is clearly...
But this, I mean...
She'd have to polymorph like 100 things a day.
Right, yeah.
And it also have to be permanent.
Right, yeah.
True polymorph will do that, but...
I hope it's not true.
Yeah.
It's a nice
Oh, cool,
spell,
a
baby.
9th level spellcaster.
Yeah.
Well, look what level we are.
Yeah. But yeah, you can't be sure. It might be some kind of enchantment or curse. You're not entirely sure.
Well, this has been great.
Yeah, see, the thing is that I know that, Kashek doesn't.
Oh, okay, so he's not actually doing that.
No, he's not doing that, and also, I know that I shouldn't just immediately confront and assault this woman.
Do what your character's gonna do.
Kashek is witnessing an abomination against the natural order.
Do what your character's
Are
gonna do.
you betraying anything? Is Kashek betraying any way that
he's not
thinking?
an actor.
So I'm gonna just...
You guys know what Kashek looks like when he's calm. He doesn't look calm.
Probably fluffing up his feathers a little bit.
I'm just gonna, like, as subtly as I can, like, lay a hand on you somewhere, like...
Again, I'm playing a little fast... Sorry.
That's all. I'm just gonna be like...
I'm playing a little fast and loose because I know barn owls don't do this, but once again, Kashek can do the angry face thing.
Yep.
He's trying
His
not to.
little
He's
eyebrows.
failing.
That?
I did pass the deception check, though.
Goodness, aren't you something special? You're so beautiful. I hope you don't mind my saying. No chance I could convince you to come along with us. Would there be? she says to Kashek, the owl person.
God, you ever just want to break in an 8th level spell for the first time?
I feel you, but
What is the goal here again?
information about Alcyone. We're trying to get information about Alcyone.
Right.
Well,
Does she need to be alive for that?
No, but well, I not to speak for Kashek, but he's a simple man, and I don't know if the carnival life will suit you.
We have many upcoming things to tend to.
We'll leave it up to the dice. Can I say that? Can you force me to make some kind of saving throw to keep my composure here?
Bro, you better.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Sure.
That's probably a standard wisdom save.
Yeah.
This is kind of a weird thing for a player to ask for, but like.
No, that's fine. Give me a wisdom saving throw. Let's make the DC.
Well,
I don't know. What do you think?
Don't tell me what the DC is.
Is it helping you at all that I'm like trying to keep you calm?
You're not casting guidance.
I'm barely aware that other people are in front of me right now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
I have just tunnel visioned onto this
Yeah,
one.
give me a wisdom saving throw.
I say man very pointedly when I'm talking about Kashek.
13.
Total? Oh boy.
3 on the dice.
Sure.
Now, to be fair, I did not say what the fail state was here, but
True. We don't know what's going to happen.
You clench your talons so tightly, Kashek, that a little bit of blood dribbles out from between them.
That's so funny because that's literally happening to Robin right now.
There you go. But I don't know. He follows the path. He walks the path. I mean, wisdom is his whole spiel. So if you want to, you can maintain your composure if you want to.
she is on the clock.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to have startled you. You look like you've had quite a fright. Many of our beasts in my collection can be somewhat frightening. I do apologize.
I don't think a cage would suit Kashek.
No?
I
They're
don't.
marvelous for safety. You might surprise yourself.
He's the one that keeps us safe.
No, I think you're very right.
Yeah.
Let's put you in one.
Well, please do feel free to explore. There are many wonders yet to see. She bows deeply.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Gonna commit her face and name to memory.
Yeah.
Kashek now has her IP address. I didn't get a chance to do this, but can we say that Kashek goes around to every animal in here?
Yeah.
Can I have the list of those?
All the animals?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna make up a list of every animal, but let's say that there are, in total, there are.
You could say animals that I am now familiar with.
Are there any dinosaurs?
There are
There was
Any giant
a
gorillas?
manatee, a
Trevor,
monkey,
this is a you campaign.
a crocodile.
We're gonna get to the dinosaurs when we see the lizard people.
Timold!
Let's say there are 15 different animals in here. Exotic birds, tiger, crocodile, monkeys.
That's fine. I don't actually need to I don't technically need to know right now, but just keep in mind that I can be shape into anything that I saw in here in the future. That's why I was asking. So
sure.
Now it's desert plus exotic animals.
Sure.
Crocodile time, bitch.
Yeah.
You see it. There's a lot of different stuff in here. If there's ever anything specifically
Like a manatee.
let me know. Yeah, like
With
a manatee.
lipstick. You've only seen them with lipstick, though, so you assume that they all come with lipstick.
It's the female form.
Like the Wobbuffet.
Yep.
Yeah!
How are these cages locked?
The cages are pretty ornate. They look like all of them look like sort of like ornate Victorian bird cages, you know?
Like when the circus comes and they have like the elephants and they're like wheeled, like gilded trolley fucking ass.
Oh yeah, like how the animal cracker boxes look.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
But you can see, there's a
I
padlock.
don't think
on all
circuses
the-
are allowed to
all
have
the
animals
cages
anymore.
and stuff.
Kashek locks.
My friends.
I know, Kashak, we should probably.
Nice dice
Let's
box.
go. Who did that come from?
I don't know.
How, just from
Let's go.
my curiosity, how long does Speak with Animals actually last?
10 minutes.
Has it been 10 minutes?
No. God. It's better than one.
Yeah.
When we get outside then?
I'm not leaving yet.
Oh, okay.
The woman said to wait for us, though. Yes. She's okay.
I am going to speak to the manatee again.
Okay.
What was done to you?
I don't know. She's got in her wagon. She's got something. I saw the show and I don't know this place. It seems so
alluring for some reason. I just couldn't help myself. I wanted to join up, and so they told me to go to her wagon. And when I was in there, she had something. It was like some kind of idol. It looked, all big and brass and sort of rusty colored. It looked like some kind of big bird. And she just asked me to touch it. And then the next thing I know, I woke up in here. You gotta get me out of here. I don't know what they're gonna do. They've taken me halfway across the Republic. I don't know where I'll go next.
I will not leave you in this state.
Please do something. You must help us, all of us.
Hey, so for the other people at the table whose game this also is, what I was saying about non-optimal character choices here.
Listen, you gotta do what your character would
We
do.
can't touch it, but I've got mage hand, so let's smash it on the ground.
Oh no, we're in different ballparks
Okay.
right now.
I just feel like we should. Wait
I'm
till
not
they-
going to ruin the subterfuge here if you guys want to do that.
I
But
just.
Kashek, what's going on?
do you know how Gandalf just walks through the place up to the king?
I can't tell you what to do, but Kashek, what's going on? What should we do?
I don't know if he can think straight enough to answer you right now.
Oh God, I wish I could calm emotions.
We are here, my friend.
You'd never be able to pass my DC save.
My friend, what is?
Yes. Quit.
Kashek, I'm experienced breaking people out of prisons before, and so is Surrey. It's something best done in the dark. That's all I'll say.
I don't want to do this in the dark.
What if we?
If you're willing to start a fight right now, I've got your back.
Okay,
Yes.
what is going on?
What if we went
They're
somewhere?
people.
Okay.
The animals.
That woman turned them into this with something in her wagon, and I am of a mind to go get it.
Then I think, yes, we
Then let's
destroy
go.
it. Yes.
Yes, destroy it.
See if that works. If that doesn't work, we
We
step
do
2.
something else. Yes.
Do you think... Is anyone who works here anywhere close by?
Give me a perception check.
Natural 20 plus 15.
The only employees that you've seen so far are the goblins, and then, the entertainers. And you don't see any of the goblins in their little vests. You don't see Madame Malfet. You don't see anybody else. There are still, occasionally people walking by, and some of them give you, strange glances as they continue on along the path. But other than that, you can't, nothing you can see. Yes.
Let's say that Kashek's last shred of, not sanity, but...
Self-control?
Yeah, that's a way to put it. I failed that Arcana check, right?
On the locks, yes.
No, on them.
Oh,
As to, how...
Yeah, you don't know.
So you would say that I probably wouldn't know if Greater Restoration would fix it?
Iris, do you think we're going to get any more information out of this Cadmus fellow?
I would be surprised if we did. Unless we went to find him and meet him on... I don't know. I did not know him well. I just knew him in passing when the last time we came to see. I don't know.
Kashek, I'm going to put my stake in this in your hands because this is offensive to me. I think these people's safety is more important, unfortunately.
I agree.
I agree. Go ahead.
If we wanted more information about Alcyone, there is one more thing we could try, and that is... I'll pull my mask down. We know what the Heralds look like, and we know where they come from. I could ask for more information, and it's possible they would give it to me.
If you're trying to be one of them asking him...
No, I'm just saying that I could be, loosely affiliated.
But why wouldn't you know the information already?
I've been on the surface my whole life.
If you like. This seems to be vitally important, and if you say there's a thing in her wagon, we can find this now.
Yes. I can be invisible, or I can turn someone invisible, so let us do that to retrieve it.
What time is it right now?
Midday.
Oh, God.
Good.
Oh, you mean there's not a lot of dim light out to...
That was the
No!
other thing. I'm like, what? We're not going to be able to sneak over there that
Yeah,
easily.
no.
She was
we could
not...
wait.
She was not one of the people who was in the main event, right?
No, she was not one of those.
So in an hour, she's not gonna have to go.
No.
Shit.
Okay. I can do that. We'll get to that if we need to. I'm inclined to take Kashek's lead on this. He has the information.
Jack, if you think you want to do this now, we can do this now.
Kashek's gonna walk outside.
Okay, I'll follow him.
Follow Kashek.
Do so.
Where's she?
You don't see her outside anywhere.
Oh my
I don't.
No.
Do I see the wagon?
Yeah, so it's kind of like tucked off to the side around the side of the tent that the menagerie's in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and walk up to that.
Follow.
Just walk right up. Okay.
Follow
Yes,
close.
All right.
Kashek, I can
You
make
do
you
so.
invisible.
The wagon is, it's like one of those bench wagons, totally covered. It's definitely sizable. It looks like it's about the size of like a really small RV,
Van Richten style.
Kind of. A little bit bigger than that, but yeah, kind of.
Cool.
There's a door on the front of it, like on top of the bench where people sit to drive, that looks just like a house door. There are a set of double doors in the back, which are sort of like, they kind of look like those slotted doors. That's what you see immediately, moving up to it. You can give me if you want to inspect it further, you can do like an investigation check or do whatever you want to do.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, okay.
Where's the door?
So there's one in the front, and then there's a set in the back.
I'm gonna walk up to whichever one's closest.
We'll say you go around the back, because the one in the front, has the bench in front of it.
Is it open?
No.
It's gonna be open.
Okay. What do you do?
I'm gonna knock harder than he's ever knocked before. So much so that you might say I'm breaking the door down forcibly.
Shillelagh.
Kashek said, I know how to do this.
Yeah.
I'm just such a sucker for the quiet, peaceful character suddenly goes ape shit.
Give me make like a spell attack.
Okay. Just like a generic one?
Yeah, like you're casting a
Like
cantrip or something.
Yeah. 21.
Yes, with a loud knocking sound, the padlock snaps open.
I opened it.
Opening up the padlock, the double doors that were padlocked. On the other side, you just see a gently billowing curtain.
I do not have 10 minutes to cast Predator Senses.
You can just cast it. Do you not have the spell?
It was part of, he's let me keeping it as part of
Gotcha.
previous Owlin.
Sure.
So it is only ritual castable. And too bad, I'm casting Detect Magic on it. Do I see anything behind it?
No, you don't.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic on it.
On the curtains?
Yeah.
Yes, they alight with the Conjuration School.
Oh my god.
We'll follow.
Going in.
Oh my god.
Are you all
Follow
you all
behind. Yep.
Yep.
Did I have any reason to believe that the manatee was lying?
No.
There we go.
It's a little late for that.
Yeah.
Okay, great. You make your way inside. And stepping through the curtain, you all find yourselves in a long hallway with rows of doors on either side.
Oh no, it's my first dungeon!
The hallway stretches far too long to be contained within the wagon as you saw from the outside.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Is the vibe in here like Gloomweald storybook or like Ship in a Bottle?
I don't think any of them.
Oh god.
The vibe is like...
Rancid? The vibes are rancid?
No, it's just strange. The hallway is like, it's dark, but it's pretty well lit. It looks like the hallway of a fine manor at night.
So we would say it's dim.
Sure.
Mechanically speaking.
Mechanically speaking.
Then goddamn it, I turn invisible because I haven't gotten a chance to do that in like
you are
4 sessions.
invisible, baby.
I tried the first door.
You do you?
Nothing else to do.
Let's see what happens.
What happens is Ian drinks more port.
It's good for you.
It is.
And your nerves.
You go to the first door and grab hold of the handle, but immediately the door begins shaking as elongated teeth start forming out of the tops of it, and its jaws come snapping down on you, Kashek. Well, maybe let's see.
Well, they try to.
Well, he's gonna try. Yeah, that'll hit with it. Wow, good job, you. A 23.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Door.
For only 9 points of damage as the mimic bites down on your arm.
What is a door when it's not a door?
Am I grappled?
Will you stop hurting my owl?
A mimic.
No. Oh, plus actually an additional 6 acid damage.
When is an owl like a snack?
Yeah, so it just kind of bites down on you. I'm not gonna do initiative because I'm not gonna make all of you fight a mimic.
I'm going to release the door.
Sure, yeah. letting go of it and sort of bringing back your hand.
The door bit you.
It lashes out again with a long tongue, and then snaps it back into its mouth. The teeth disappear, and all the doors begin rotating in the hallway.
Oh God!
And then immediately come to a halt again.
That's so cool.
Meta-wise, we at least know that there's a finite amount.
Is there anything distinguishing that door from any other doors in this hallway?
No. I bet there's not.
No, there sure
Where
isn't.
would the fun in that be?
There sure isn't.
You could keep trying that one until...
Like when I retry Master Locks in Skyrim, I
Yeah.
exit out of it and do...
There's nothing saying that the same door cannot occupy the same slot twice, though.
Did you guys hear that?
No.
Well, fuck. This is confusing enough to break him out of his anger for a second.
What the hell?
Hooray.
Kashek, how
Are you alright?
is your hand?
I'm fine.
Okay.
The door's just changed. So maybe that one won't be a mouth.
Yes. Would you like me to try it?
Can you do that thing where you're not using your real hand?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I could do that. I could try it with
Go,
Mage Hand.
give it a shot.
You might as well try.
All right, I will try that. The door in the same place that Kashek had tried. I will try to open it with Mage Hand.
Same one? Mm-hmm. You open the door, and inside, the entire room is lined with windows with drawn curtains. No stress.
Is that
I
what
want to.
you're looking for, Kashek?
Wait. Before anything else happens, she has the door open. Correct?
Yes.
Opened it.
Jesus Christ, do I have anything that would even work? In my explorer's pack, do I have berries? Something?
I don't see why not.
Okay. I'm going to take out a handful of berries.
We all have
Cactus
rations,
berries, yeah.
so...
I'm going to crush the berries. I'm going to smear the berries on the front of the door.
Oh, that's so smart.
Sorry, would you please close the door?
Close it.
Closing the door. They all shuffle again.
This is an experiment.
Sure, yeah. They
so
shuffle
wise.
around, and you look down the hallway, and yeah, you see the same door, berries smudged upon it.
Is the DM nice enough to say that I have enough berries to keep doing that?
You don't have good berry, do you?
If you
I
don't, I still have some troll opera paint.
There you go.
Paint is paint, baby.
Chekhov's troll opera
Love
paint.
it.
There you go.
Love
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got beans. I've got magic beans.
Oh,
Let's not complicate the situation.
I
forgot.
I can't believe you guys
Especially
haven't used the
considering
beans
that
yet.
this might qualify as a demiplane, so please keep that bag of holding close in hand.
Oh, yeah?
Kashek's not an
It's fine.
astrophysicist.
It's fine. So do we want to keep
An
trying?
astral physicist.
Do we want to keep trying the same position then?
It makes sense.
All right. I will.
Got my paintbrush in hand. I'm just helping.
Yes.
Got my axe out. I
Just
don't know.
Mage hand open.
What are we looking for, Kashek?
An idol of some kind. I am assuming we will know it when we see it.
What happens with it?
They touch it and transform.
So we don't touch
Don't
it.
touch it.
Do not touch anything.
Good to know.
Mage hand. I will mage
As I
hand
am
it.
now aware.
Is your hand okay?
It'll be
I
fine.
have this potion.
I am fine.
Okay. He doesn't know.
To be clear, this is an actual change in his voice.
Yeah.
The next door, you open it up, and it is the room inside is completely made of stone. Bare walls, in the center of which is a golden brazier with really tall flame flickering out of it.
Oh God! It reminds me of Ravenloft.
Oh, my mind went a different direction. Alright, I'll shut up.
No,
There's a golden brazier in the middle of this room.
Immediately Ravenloft. Okay, close.
More broccoli.
This is not what we're looking for.
What did he say exactly? I was actually like, I got a little too into Kashek there, and I actually didn't quite...
The manatee?
Oh, shaped like
It was
a
a
bird.
gold idol bird, that's right, yeah.
Right?
Shaped like a bird, yeah.
Oh, he's
And it was an
acting.
idol, it was a statue. Yeah, okay.
This is not what we're looking for.
I do not think so.
Close.
Paint it.
Paint it quickly. Paint it.
I
Close.
paint it.
Paint close on the outside.
I made all of these rooms.
I'm so sorry.
But it was small.
The dice controlling for this is. We're just using the best. We are succeeding at the Monty Hall problem. Is what we're doing here. You are okay.
Let's split up, gang.
I've got
Let's
an
do a
intelligence of
Scooby-Doo
16.
style fucking-
I know what I'm doing.
We're in there and he's in there. I just remembered.
Freddy looks so good.
It's a really good shaggy.
Yeah.
Open up. I'll switch around again. Open another one.
How many doors are there for the counting among us?
Casey
20.
20!
Oh, buddy, I'm sorry.
I do.
That's okay.
Look, we don't know how these function.
Yeah.
There are plenty of ways to force us to go into one of these.
Is there one at the end of the hallway that never changes?
They all change.
Okay, thank God. I hope there's one that's you open the door and inexplicably it's Tom Kenny in live action taking a shower and we just go.
Yes.
No, not that
In this one, you open up the door, and it is a vault filled to the brim with gold and jewels.
This one may be worth checking out.
Oh, do you think
one. I
so?
don't know about.
All right.
that.
If we go in, do not take anything but what we're looking for, and don't even take that.
I am not one to be greedy. You know this. I am thinking that the item
Yes.
will be hidden.
We can look inside. Don't touch anything.
How will you search for it if it is hidden?
With my allies.
With his owl eye.
I'm
With
going to
his
stand in the
allies.
doorway.
Okay. Don't let the door close.
No, I'm going to
Oh,
hold
God.
it open.
I walk into the room.
You do so.
I'll follow
I'll come with
Kashek.
them.
Holding it open.
So there are, just piles and piles of gold coins, jewels, gemstones, crowns, and other bits of ornamentation. But at the center of the room, sitting on a golden pedestal, is just a lantern.
Oh, I know what happens here. We take anything else and everything turns to lava.
I
Yes.
don't
There's
know
a
about
carpet
this.
of flying here, though.
No, don't touch anything.
Somebody get a boo.
Who's inside the three of you?
Yes.
Please give me charisma saving.
Ooh!
Luckily.
Good thing I just upped my charisma.
God damn
Who did
I
the
get,
worst?
like- do
Who
I
did
get,
the
like-
worst?
Did I get something?
You know, unbelievably, it's the one with a negative charisma mod.
All right,
You
what do we
both
have?
have negative charisma mods.
We had the exact same negative charisma mod.
I got a 9.
I also got a 9.
I also got a 9.
Yeah, 9!
Do we get like the jackpot or something? Wow, that was fucking weird.
Yeah, 9! Look at him!
How'd you get a 9? That's just 5.
I'm proficient in all saving throws now.
Unbelievable.
Would you believe the DC was 9?
I don't think it was. I don't think it
That's
was.
so wild that it would be that low, but here it is.
God,
We're
his
about to be
face.
digested.
We failed together.
All three of you.
Uh-oh.
We
Okay,
will
hang
fell
on.
together.
Wait, I didn't have to anticipate having to do it for everybody. All three of you, you seem sort of struck by a wave of force, and your eyes kind of roll back into your heads. And Hyros, you see, they don't fall down, but all of them just go like a little strange.
Oh, hey, what was that?
All three of us do the Skyrim like stagger animation, like perfect harmony.
Whoa, they're clipping. I don't know.
And whirling through your minds become a flurry of images, each from your own past.
Ooh.
Suri, you see, you have a memory of, as a little girl, you broke a piece of, a piece of your mother's cookware, and your father is just screaming at you. And then it jumps forward to you in Barovia, frantically scrambling towards Old Bone Grinder to save Dimitri's children. And then you're flung...
Brothers,
Excuse me.
Who are children?
who are
And then you're flung forward again to a couple of conversations with the maestro. And then you snap back to reality. Saren, you see just a memory of your knuckles bleeding as you're forced to do more and more push-ups. And then you're flung forward again to fighting Vampire in the Amber Temple. And then you just get a big, full screen image of the baby's face, and then you come back to reality. Freddy, you are leading a weary family through the desert. The adults will make it, but there's just not enough water. The kid's not gonna. It's just too long a distance to go. You are then flung forward to meeting Dworak for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you are flung forward to...
If I may.
yes.
Because you said it
By
first.
all means. Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit of flavor. Just a fucking
Please.
Salt Bay of flavor.
By all means.
We'll say brushing sand off of the face of a black-haired dwarf with dried blood covering more of his body than not. Continue.
And then it's just another shot forward, Casca anger in her eyes after being denied the dukeship. So all of you just have this experience, and then you kind of come back to yourselves.
What?
Wow.
The lamp.
That's a lot going on.
Hello?
Is that Klargg?
No.
Where's Klargg?
Oh, I don't know. He's gone.
This is some heavy shit.
He was playing the game.
Yeah.
He was playing the
He's
carnival
wearing a
game.
stuffed animal.
Klargg's gonna come back with like a balloon hat and some cotton
He's
candy.
got cotton candy.
The lamp. The lamp is speaking to us.
The lamp speak.
All three of you.
Can he hear it? Well, I guess we didn't know that.
No.
Hyros, did you hear that?
What?
Seems like you got a lot on your minds. Wouldn't it be easy if someone could just make all those problems go away?
No,
No, we wouldn't. Sorry, we need to
Wouldn't you
leave.
just give anything for a wish?
Oh my god. Be strong.
Hey, what?
So, Freddie, you know that moral quandary you were just having?
What is?
No, I would not give anything.
No.
Is this a Hyros come in thing?
No!
All right.
Hold the door!
Okay.
Mage hand is on your shoulder. I'm sure it's not doing anything.
It's not, but thank you.
What does anything entail?
Oh, well, it's nothing really. You just gotta pick up the lamp.
And what happens when we pick up the lamp?
Well, that means I get to get out of the lamp. And once
Oh!
Yeah, and we have to go into the lamp, I'm assuming.
No.
Why would I? No,
Oh god,
no.
are we going into another fucking bottle?
No, we're not!
No,
So-
no.
Another bottle episode.
Did I make lantern up?
I said lantern.
Okay.
It is.
Okay.
It's like a hand lantern. Yeah.
No, I will not do that.
No.
Come on, what's the harm? And then you can have anything you want.
Right, but if I'm not outside of that lamp to enjoy it, it's not really worth it. And I'm gonna turn and leave.
Give me a persuasion check. Or excuse me, another charisma saving throw.
Friends, it looks like it's not good to be in there, and I don't think your whatchamajiggy's in there.
8.
We're working on it.
8.
Mm-hmm.
I could make him human again.
With just a snap of my fingers.
Saren.
Wouldn't that be something?
Saren.
I know you miss him. I can see it in your eyes. Come on.
He'd be very disappointed in how things turned out if that was the case.
Oh, who's he to care? He'll be back. He'll have you. You'll have your happy ending. Just pick it up. That's all. What's the worst that can happen?
I have business to attend to elsewhere. I'm gonna focus on the Scholar's Lodge mentally.
All right, give me one more. Charisma saving throw. You can do this one advantage.
Which dice haven't fucked me today, huh? 18.
Have it your way.
Am I getting any fucking vibes?
They're being really fucking weird. They're clearly talking to somebody.
I've had my hand like on her arm for the past like 2 minutes.
Look at them. Look at the lamp. Look at them. Look at the lamp.
We're going, we're leaving. Come on.
Let's go.
Hey, do you know what it would have offered Hyros?
Yeah, I know what it would have offered Hyros.
How about you, little girl?
There's a couple things that could have offered Hyros.
There's a couple of things I can do for you. I can get rid of one father figure, or maybe save another.
Who says I want to be rid of him?
You do, darling. I can see it behind your eyes.
Is he talking about who I think I'm? Is it talking about who I think it's talking about?
There's a father, then there's a father figure.
No. No.
Okay.
I also leave.
Okay. All right.
I can do it on my own.
All
I
right.
can do it
Off
on
you
my
go.
own.
Off you go. Off you go.
I like how it's like, nah, Kashak can just leave.
I was about to start doing some shit. So cool.
Fair enough. Off you go.
Just out of curiosity, would it have been able to make me make a charisma save?
What?
Would it have been able to make me make that charisma save?
Yes.
Because I can't be charmed by elementals.
Oh, interesting.
And I have
If it's not an elemental, though.
If it's not, I don't know.
Yeah. No, interesting. Yeah. You only have to do the save again if you indulge it.
Was
or
it?
continue speaking to it.
Okay.
Was it charming us?
It's trying to.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Not
It was
necessarily.
reeling you in.
Yeah.
You were the ones biting at the lure.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you do things that are dramatically interesting.
No,
for the
I'm not
sake
saying
of-
that. No, I'm not saying that's bad. I'm saying that like that's how
Yeah.
mechanically it works.
So it's
I
more
know
like
what
you tugged at
happens.
the elbow leech.
What happens, bitch?
If we're outside in the hallway, I'm just gonna like take a real. Yeah, I'm gonna come back up. Just take a real quick look down. Does he seem upset?
The baby?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, good.
He seems fine. He likes watching the doors.
Yeah, we're hugs there.
I'm gonna splash this one twice, just
Yep.
so we're extra.
Yep.
Don't do that one. Do not do that one again.
Really, don't do that one. That seemed like it was rough. We can talk about all of this later.
No, we won't.
Could we hear what it was saying to each other?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Iris could hear nothing.
Of course he couldn't.
Great. So yeah,
I would've-
I hug Saren as that door closes.
Yeah, I cling onto Surrey. Shall we do another one?
All right. Dude, when he said the juice,
You made this whole thing. You were so proud.
That's the best part about Trevor
so
because he's like, all right, I did do that.
You were like, I can't wait to do all this, and
I have been hoisted by
I
a
played
higher
me.
baton.
Congratulations.
You played yourself. You open this one up, and there's a pool inside.
Ooh. Like a pool or
Like
like
a swimming pool.
like man-made.
Yeah.
No idol. Close.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
Use the hand.
just touching the doors. I close it.
Theory.
Oh wait!
No, fine. We'll do the next one. We'll do the next one.
I don't know if these doors classify thaumaturgy.
I paid that door.
It's fine. I have fucking mage hand. It doesn't matter.
Okay, one more. Another.
Another. Let's see where we get.
Yeah, is it a sort of data set where it eliminates previous results, or are each of them factored into the roll?
Each of them, I just haven't rolled. I haven't rolled the same number twice.
Are we
So-
permutating or combining?
There you go.
Oh, okay. Great. This room is full of huge mushrooms, 3 or 4 feet tall.
Buckies.
Uh-oh.
On my bucket. I don't like mushrooms
Wait.
much.
Do I see any idols in here?
Do any of you talk by any chance?
There's no answer.
Isn't that because Kashek used a magic? You told me this story.
Well, you never know.
We've passed that mushroom before. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. I do not see how this one helps us.
No.
Hate it.
Okay.
Worst case, we don't find it just by looking in and we start over.
Another door comes to that position. This time, it's locked.
How? Is it visibly locked?
Like
You
with a
can't
padlock?
turn the knob.
The mage hand can't turn it.
Yeah.
Is there a keyhole?
Yes.
You can mage hand like thieves tools it. Yeah.
Does it look trapped though?
You can give me an investigation check.
I would love to.
I was gonna say I don't want to knock.
So if that's expertise, that means that would be 24.
24. Yeah, you can see as you sort of lean down to inspect the lock. These really, and you know, if you blinked, you would miss them. But these really thin silvery threads run across, like in
She
the
is a spider.
keyhole.
I don't believe it.
Ooh. You guys, this seems like it might be the one. It's trapped?
Can you untrap it?
I don't know how.
There used to be a mechanic for that a few editions ago, and
It's like, well,
You can like disable
yeah, you
things,
can,
right?
It's
I don't know.
it's part of a check with your thieves tools.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like, you know, if you like leave a hair on something to see if somebody's disturbed your shit. That's sort of what it seems like. I can try. Can I try to disable it? I
That's
don't
a thing that rogues can do.
even know how that would
Disable
work
the
with
trap?
this. Yeah.
You can try.
It's
yeah.
not even like a subclass thing, is it?
Ooh, or this is gonna alert her that somebody's in her room.
That's what I'm
It's a
saying. It
spider's
seems more like a
work.
hair on the door frame that
Trust
is
me,
trapped.
she's going to be aware that we were here sooner or later.
The doors are have paint on them.
Also that.
True. Okay, yeah, I'll try to disable it with my mage hand and my thieves tools.
So yeah, give me a. So what is it? It's just like. It's basically like
It's
you
a thieves
just roll.
check.
Right, you roll plus dex plus proficiency. Yeah.
Well, expertise because it's thieves tools.
There you go.
There you go. Double proficiency.
Well, if you're proficient, then you have, what do you call it?
Reliable talent.
Reliable
even
talent.
with
That's
thieves
the one.
tools.
Yeah, if you're proficient.
Well, then 25.
Hell, you can probably put the hair back in place.
Well, that's
I
what
don't
they
know.
got.
We're level 15. DCs can be.
So with your mage hand, you start tinkering around inside the lock, and you certainly you find purchase in it, and you can hear a click of a physical lock go off. Mm-hmm. But then, please give me a dexterity saving throw.
Sure,
God damn
Even
it.
if I'm like 10 feet away and doing it with mage hand? Okie dokie.
Well, is anybody? Well, whoever is in front of the door.
guess it's me.
Whoever's in front of the door.
Hyros is very much in front of the door.
I'll have taken her back.
Great. So Hyros, give me a
Does
dexterity.
that work with saving throws? Reliable talent?
Just Hyros then, if he's in front of the door.
Dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
18.
Okay. Oh, that was so close.
But no!
No!
You're the one that said we're level 15 DCs.
I'm saying, you're right.
As you hear as the physical lock comes undone, this globule of silky thread bursts through the keyhole, lands on top of Hyros, and spatters him against the wall, and he's like stuck against the wall with spiderweb coating his whole body.
This is not great.
And in fact, he's like cocooned by it, so he's like...
Mage hand, try to claw it off of him.
If I have a
Or you
moment
just want to 1 DC with
before whatever the hell happens, I'm gonna try and rage and want to Ducimo myself out of it as much as I can.
Sure. Give me a athletics check.
Athletics? Okay, so we're raging, which now, as level 15, does not end unless I want it to.
Yeah!
That's my secret cap.
Or I'm always fucking angry, baby!
I'm always
Alright.
proud of my children.
That's 100%. 22.
Yeah, Burst right out of it.
Well, I knew I was good for something.
Great.
And it's cooking, but this is also good.
The door opens a crack.
Oh, it opened right. So,
Well, you unlocked it. After all that, I certainly hope you did.
yeah.
Unless there's more gunk in there. This is not at all like being dressed in a kilt.
Inside is a cozy office. A fire burns in a fireplace to one side. There is a long desk covered in sort of crystals and whatever the old-timey equivalent of the little beads that bounce back.
Oh,
and
the
forth are.
Newton's cradle.
Yeah, right, yeah. Whatever the old-timey, whatever the medieval equivalent of that is.
There's a Tasha's ball sack.
Yeah.
She made it out of morning cannon.
Yeah. Oh, rest in peace. He ain't dead, we just miss him.
Yeah.
He's just a donkey.
But there's a long rug on the floor that's a saber-toothed tiger pelt. And there's behind the desk, there's this huge plum plush armchair.
And?
That's it.
Shit.
It looks
Maybe
like an
she-
office.
No idol?
Maybe
Does
she,
it look like we would have been able to see the whole office from the doorway?
Yes.
maybe she has an idol closet?
I think this is just her personal office, which might be trapped because of that reason. Let's get going. What?
Oh. Yes. Touche.
Do you think there might be instructions written down somewhere about how
Something to that degree.
to
Do I start
humanity?
chopping?
Oh, no chopping.
Not yet, for
Not yet, not yet. Hyper.
Yeah, Tyrus.
Still very protective.
I am going to walk in.
Still raging.
Into the office?
I'm going to try and investigate.
You do so.
If there's going to be a room to investigate, it's going to be this one.
You know, that's fair.
Investigating the desk.
Everything. He's not trying to be subtle.
Give me an investigation. Okay. Are all of you following Kashek inside?
I'm standing in the doorway again. Axe out, just to be safe.
I will stand just inside the doorway.
yeah.
7.
You walk in, Kashek. Investigate some of the walls. The walls are covered in odd curios and things, but as you move around to the desk, splayed out on the top of the desk are a number of papers.
the center of which is completely taken up by an enormous map of the Republic. And if you look at it, it's pretty easy to cross-reference. You can see like a red arrow moving across the map. It's pretty easy to cross-reference it with, it's their tour locations. But at each city that is, ostensibly a stop on their tour, next to each city is also a number.
What's the total?
Oh, 3 here, 4 there, 2 there, totaling 15.
Can I curl that up and stick it?
That's mine.
And you can see, Master Kashek, the start is not anywhere actually in the Republic.
Mm-hmm.
Where the caravan set out from was the city of Bones.
I wonder where that could be.
Boy.
You passed it on your way here.
Yep.
The very first time coming into our
Yeah.
community.
And we went, haha, that'll never be relevant.
Outside, you told a story about it.
Yeah.
The Skellies all rose up and
Fort
defended
Bones.
the fort.
I don't remember what it was exactly.
Yeah, it was something.
Yeah.
That's mine now.
Did
Is that all I found?
Did the tour locations make like a transmutation
Transmutation
circle or a smiley face?
Right about.
Okay.
A dick.
Take 4.
You also investigate a couple of the desks, most of which are just filled with like ink and spare paper and stuff like that. Maybe a ledger book or something like that. But the bottom drawer on one side of the desk is also locked.
I'm going to at least try to break it again.
The lock.
I could pick it.
He's still not very happy. If I can do so in the same way that I broke the one on the front of the caravan.
Oh, with knock.
I don't have knock.
Oh, I thought you were casting knock.
No, he just knocked real
I
hard.
had a whole conversation with Hyros about how I don't have that. Sorry.
You shouldn't be in here.
Sorry. I said that I just hit it really hard.
It's alright, I'm sorry. No, it's my mistake.
To be fair, I wasn't trying to so was it magically locked?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We could have also gotten past that. That's
It's fine. Yeah, it's not a big
I
deal.
do have Dispel Magic.
Yeah, it's not
I
a
was
big
just
deal.
kind of trying to blow the door.
I'm sorry.
open.
I thought you said I cast knock. Yeah,
No,
I'm
he
sorry.
just knocked really hard.
So yeah, what would you like to try and do?
Well, I think in that case, I'm not going to be able to just break this open brute force, so... And you cannot pick a magical lock, and I would be out of the first level spell slots if I cast Dispel Magic.
Oh, Dispel Magic is 3rd level.
Oh! Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic.
On the lock?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me...
Of course, you can upcast it if you want.
Yeah, you can.
Is there a DC for it?
So
not
it's
automatic.
if it's 3rd level or lower, the spell ends immediately.
Right.
If it isn't, it's a DC of 10 plus the spell's level.
Yes. And you make a check.
Right.
The die plus your wisdom mod in this case.
I don't get my spell.
Correct. It's not an attack. It's just your
Yeah. And you will need to give me a check.
Can I retroactively upcast the spell then?
Sure. What do you want to cast it as?
Let's... Oh, that was my 4th level anyway. Let's throw a hearty 5 into it.
Sure. Put your whole pussy into it.
You see the sort of threads of silvery magic evaporate off the lock.
It's generally
But
better.
I mean, it's still locked.
Can I break it open manually?
Give me that left.
Okay. Look, man, he's not happy right now. 9?
Sure. Yeah, you're determined. Yeah, you using the butt of your staff, you just kind of smash the lock off, pull it open, and inside, in sort of a glass dome like the beast keeps the rose in, is a small golden statue. I know
She did have an idol closet.
Very good.
in the shape of a parrot.
To be clear, it is in a dome.
Yes.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if the dome is part of it?
Yeah, sure.
Could I roll a little fucking better, please? No, cool.
So you just shake it like that.
10.
It'll peel.
Like a cloche.
Can't be sure. You would assume that the dome is meant to. You would assume if you were having a magic idol,
Yeah.
you would assume that it is to protect.
She would
a
need to
handler.
move it
Right?
at some
Yeah.
point. before just going and barebacking it, is there like a loop on top that I could stick the end of my staff through?
I've got a whole magical hand.
5 pounds. Or is it 10 pounds for you?
It's 10
10.
pounds.
Suri this whole time has been like, let me be helpful, and Kashek's
Yeah, I don't
like,
think it's
no.
more than 10 pounds.
Yeah, it's 10.
Lifting it up out of the. Yeah, you do so.
Smash it?
Do we smash it?
Smash it?
No,
Oh. Okay.
we do not know if that would break the spell. It
Yes.
might trap them permanently.
Oh, yes.
So what do we do?
We need to find this woman.
Well, I think she might have an idea we were here.
That is fine. I want her to find me.
Do we get out?
Oh, Kashek.
I don't know if we should fight her in her house.
She might already be here.
Well, then let's try. I'm in the doorway, so.
Is it little old me that you are looking for? Coming down the dark hallway.
Do I
And
see?
Madame Malfet.
Is it dim in here?
Yes, it is.
Has she seen all of us yet?
Well, hang on. I'm in the doorway still.
Yeah.
Where's she?
Coming down the hallway.
Okay, like from where we entered or from the opposite direction?
From where you entered.
Okay.
And
So you see your Hyros, maybe everyone else just turns their heads.
may I actually become invisible then?
Sure.
So she hasn't seen any of you yet.
Yeah.
Hello.
What have we here? A few little flies caught in my web.
We got a bit lost on the way to out of here.
Lost, is it? Something tells me perhaps you are just where you meant to end up.
Do I see her yet?
Sure, yeah. If I or yeah.
Does she walk past me into the room?
No.
Okay.
So I see her past Hyros.
Yes.
I'm not gonna move yet.
Why have you done this?
Done what?
You do not want to play with me right now.
Oh, but I do. Playing with your food makes it taste all the better.
I cast Gios.
I saw him looking it up earlier.
Kashek.
He's not fucking around
He
right
did
now.
put his whole Kashusi into it.
All right, wisdom saving throw. All right. Okay, here we go. Wow. Okay, let's see what
Well, it is
happens.
precluded on save, so.
15.
She fails.
Oh no!
What are you gonna?
God.
So the the cocky grin is wiped from her face.
If I may.
Yeah, please.
You know how the sand typically comes out of the rabbit skull?
Yes.
Sand just starts coming out of his robes.
Okay.
It just fucking, it completely encircles her.
Okay.
It's like just like a kind of like a stasis field. Like it's just all hovering around her. It's like you can see it like kind of. It's not like attacking her or anything, but like you can see it like in like the corners of her eyes and her mouth and her ears.
She struggles for a moment, but then a sort of placid calm falls over her face, and she just looks at you charmingly. What am I gonna do?
Change every single one of them back.
I can't.
So, if I am understanding this correctly, it does say that you place a magical command on a creature, but the duration is 30 days.
Yeah. Sure is.
So, may I change the command?
I think you can just ask it as many things as you want.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
Like,
until it's something that they can do.
yeah. No, but that's what so
Yeah,
once I
you-
have a valid one,
You are charmed. Yeah, you can ask them to do as many things as you want.
your interpretation of this is that for the next 30 days I can make her do whatever I want as long as it isn't directly harmful to herself.
Yep.
Despite if she carries one of those commands out entirely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me how to change them back.
They would need to be brought deep underground.
Where?
Well, we bring them to be processed.
Where?
The fort. I don't know. We leave them there. I don't know what happens to them after that.
Do we know about a fort?
The fort, like the
On
fort.
the map you
The
just
one,
saw.
the one on the map you just picked up.
Fort Bones?
I was literally in my mind, I'm like, hey, not Fort Bones, not Fort Bones. Is that what she's talking? Can I presume that that's what she's talking about?
We just deliver them there. I'm not sure what happens after that.
And they will be changed back if we bring them?
Ask her about the idol. What the hell?
What is it?
It lays a curse.
Mechanically speaking, it is a curse. Okay. Does that answer my greater restoration question?
Yeah.
In a pinch? Okay.
Yeah. You
Also
can
maybe
remove a curse.
remove curses also.
That is.
Yes, one of those is more expensive than the other.
Greater restoration is far more expensive.
I want
Yeah.
to see what the fuck is happening at this fort, though, so that might be
Well,
the first course
I think
of
that's
action.
our tapping point into the below.
Sure.
Is that guaranteed to change them back if we bring them?
I don't know. I've never been down there myself.
I'll say that I changed the command to answer us all truthfully.
Sure. Yeah.
I've never been down there myself. Like I told you, we just round up a few of them here and there. Ones that are deemed suitable by Cadmus.
You said the idol was something. That's, what is it then?
The idol. Why is it in Fort?
It just makes them easier to transport. No one asks questions. If we had a bunch of farm boys in cages, we wouldn't get half as far as we do. But if they're animals, no one ever asks questions.
So wait, to be...
So they're turning them into animals to take them to the fort.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
I thought they got turned into animals at the fort.
Well, that-
Same. I
well-
thought the whole thing was turning people into animals off. Fine.
That's kind of my question, though, because if that is the point of the idol, then why can't it turn them back?
Maybe it just doesn't do that.
Okay.
It's when will you be going to the fort next?
Okay, like there's a packaging center and there's an unpackaging
Yeah,
center
yeah,
and
yeah.
unpackaging. Okay.
Uh,
Can I, if I may, or would you ask something? I'm sorry.
When will you be going to the fort next?
This was our last stop. We'll be going there now. Once we're finished.
Have you taken anyone tonight?
you mean to the fort?
They can't. This is
No,
still,
have you taken anyone to be turned into an animal tonight?
Not yet. Cadmus hasn't told us who.
This is all his doing then? All of it?
He is the one who gets the orders. He's the one who tells us who to get.
From who does he get those orders?
I can't say his name.
I'm gonna pull my mask down. Then you and I both know who it is.
Well, first off, she can absolutely say his name.
Yeah, well, but she's gonna take that psychic damage.
Yeah. Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I will go ahead and roll that.
5d10.
Yep.
This got crazy.
19. Psychic.
Right. So you ask, and she says, I can't say his name. Ah! And she reels back, clutching her head as the
Now the
psychic
sand
damage
looks
takes
like
place.
it's attacking her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Can't
You'll
you?
kill me.
Then hang on.
You will die much sooner if you do not.
I'm gonna pull my mask down. Are we both familiar with this person then?
Yes. Yes. It's Monica.
No! Does she die? Does she explode into
No.
tomato
She followed.
soup?
No. She followed the command. That's fine.
well, unless
she
something
means
else
from him.
happens.
Yeah, unless he comes
Him.
up.
Him.
Yeah. She screams the name because she is compelled to by your spell.
Shit.
And then she lets go of her head and just sort of has a 100-yard stare for a moment as she just sort of stares into the middle distance.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry they made me. I tried.
No! And she's like immediately begins to rise up off the ground, like her limbs strung out to either side, and you can see those spider legs, like Madame Mariotrope has, also springing out of her, like she's being pulled in 8 different directions.
Fuck.
And she screams and howls, "No, I'm sorry! Ah! And the spider legs rip off of her, spattering blood all over the hallway, and she immediately just drops, collapsing on the ground.
I dropped the spell.
let's pick it up there next week.
Yeah. May I end with the
Yes,
last thing
please.
that Kashek says then?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. And we'll pick it up there next time! Hey, there's a heaping help in a main plot. Wow!
Thanks for joining us on this verse of The Last Song of Arcadia. It featured Ian Agnew as Hyros, Madison Cadulo as Saren, Freddie Nietzsche as Kashek, Robin Fender as Suri, and Trevor Fail as the Dungeon Master. Crit Out of Luck is brought to you with help from our Patreon supporters. If you had fun listening today, you can also support us at patreon.com/critOutofluck. Stay cool.